44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice, but show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah. You see him, Lord, for my life, ain't word. I got rank for real, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They start what's coming. I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no seal. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch. Don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco-line into a damn tank. I got choppers stash in the attic like they Air France. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, not time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I got it up, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room and pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out in every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One west, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line, soldier, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a ruler. Hold up, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold up, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold nigga need the blue, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feeling, don't feel them. They Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? From one west, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold blast. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform the war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Scraper to a nosedive, 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? From one west, go to war with everybody.
Yeah, it's that time of year. We gonna be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dances, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the PH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's gonna be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to ISUPK.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.
Backstage.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
What you talking about?
If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we got it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK soup salad. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. My hoe wanna take my piece. All right, nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walk around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a piece whole. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. Tennessee while I'm touring. That's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm like bitch, I ain't one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Oh, you a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get her down, but ain't nothing to me that kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UP ISUPK soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Shalom Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and you know what time it is. It's the Lord's 57th annual Passover, and it's going to be held in Houston, Texas on April 4th. Don't forget, bring your family, bring your friends, because this is going to be the time that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans can come under one roof in one house and to serve the Lord. It's that time. $200 per person. Don't forget, over the age of 17. Don't forget the Lord's Passover.
Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one. It was written.
Y'all, they should have
I let your strongest muscle be your goddamn them 20 fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Put your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoot, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat it. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on it, yeah. Tonight it's a rap, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still indie. Yeah. UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey. I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All right, nigga wanna.
Estábamos en uno de calle 725 Harlem, Nueva York. Desde 1969, bajo el mando del general Yahan. Esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres extraños, negros o indios nativos, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos su culpa. Felizmente tienen su iglesia sin culpa. Para su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Gracias por unirte con nosotros esta noche. Let's get on and answer all of your questions. Thank you for being here. I get the questions online. I'll get the questions, especially in the room. Thank you for inviting me there. Baltimore, I appreciate it. Two preguntas. Any questions in the room? Take them now. Carol. You need me to move this up?
Concept.
You know, we think is that right?
Right. So, all right. So when it comes to the breakdown about putting the rank to the node,
Breakdown set.
the breakdown about putting the rank to the node, the smoking, is there anything that shows like in history that that's how Israelites like how they smoked and they did it? I understand the breakdown, but for somebody, if I'm trying to preach it, if I'm trying to teach it to somebody, like how would I? They say, how you know that's what it is? You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I would do always be on the offense. Even the concept that you're describing is you on the defense.
Oh, okay.
Ask them what it means. What would they say? Just think. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. You're reading that precept, and it's talking about putting the branch to your nose for what? For what reason? It's in the Bible, right? Tell them to break it down. So if it doesn't mean inhaling it, why is it to your nose? Because your nose, of course, doesn't do anything else but inhale. right? So then what you want to start with first is make them break it down, which is a bad habit when you're in the truth, because when you're in the truth, you are the minority. And when you're the minority, it makes you feel like you have to defend what you believe, because they don't have to defend it. Because everyone believes it. A Christian never has to defend what they believe. It's accepted by everyone. Everyone believes that a virgin woman never had sex, had a baby. And before the UPK, no one had to defend it ever. It was known that she did not have sex and she had that baby. And that is that. And that's what Christians run with our system of Renaissance. So what you want to do first is to make them explain it. I'm saying they were inhaling smoke from that branch. And what are you saying? What was it to the nose for? Now, if you want to precept after that, now start there in your mind first, right? Because if you're not there in your mind, you're going to lose that battle, even if you have the ammunition to push your arm. You're still going to lose, because it's like being in you're not punching. You cannot win a fight without punching, without kicking and clawing and biting. So you're going to have to go there in your head to win any fight in anything. You understand? After you're there, then go to burn incense unto other gods. Are you familiar with those? You can pull one of those if you would like, right? You want to burn incense, you combine these two. You learn about what this precept means with another precept. Precept upon precept. And you want to go to how they burn incense unto other gods. And you just ask him, what do you do with incense? Do you see them? Do you taste them? What do you do with incense? There's a word in there, right? And incense, what's that word? Scent. How do you smell a thing? How do you smell a thing? Answer. That's how you do. It's kind of, I don't know what the controversy is about. How to smell things with that nose you got. Right? You get those precepts, then you get in his mouth was that's a burning flame. And then he says, so what? I'm still getting high. Which is the whole issue with drugs. The issue with drug addiction is not, do they know it's wrong? Do you understand? Knowing it's wrong has nothing to do with why people do drugs. That's irrelevant. People who are not in the truth know it's wrong. If you've never read the Bible, you don't see what it did to your father, to your grandfather, to your community, to your neighborhood, to your people. I still have to break down the drugs are wrong. I'll check the Bible. I'm not going to break it down. Go get high and see what happens. Learn the art. Learn the way your father learned. Learn the way your uncles learned. Don't listen to me. Learn from God. He'll teach you the other one. So once you do all this, you realize that this is a relevant battle, because they're not getting high because they don't know there's a scripture. They're getting high because they're addicted to it and they cannot stop, because it would take extreme self-reformation to stop getting high. And it's extreme. It's something that most people will never do. They'll just relapse on and off of drugs until they're dead, because it takes the rebuilding of yourself in a fanatical way to get off of alcoholism, to get off of drug addiction, to get off of sexual promiscuity and sexual deviance. How does the person stop having sex? The way they enjoy it. The way they've enjoyed it since they were 11. How do they ever stop that? How do you even tell them to stop? Do you tell them to stop? You better. Because they must. They must stop. You're going to have to stop being a sexual deviant. You're going to have to stop being an alcoholic. You're going to have to stop being a drug addict, even though your body tells you that you cannot. The real precepts that drug addicts need are precepts about strength and self-discipline. They need precepts. I'll give you the perfect one you need. You need 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter. I believe 1 Corinthians, where you are not your own. You need that. Give me that one first. All right. I give you those ones. You got those, right? And some other guys. You got the ones about smelling, right? Now let me give you the ones they actually need. What you need is the one where it says that you are not your own. And are you not the temple of God, in whose body he does dwell? Sure. If you got that, you can pull that in this topic. All right. 1 Corinthians, what's that? Let me find it for you. Yeah.
3 and 16.
3 and 16 sounds right. There's a precept for it in 6 as well. You got both? Brother front with me. Please, you got it.
First
The brother
Corinthians.
that drove me down. See if he can give me those signals. He wouldn't grab from me. Right?
Yes, sir.
Just in case. Good.
First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth within you?
Know ye not, meaning don't you know that you are the temple of God and the Spirit of God dwells in you? That right there, brother, is a life-changing revelation, if you can allow it to be, because your whole life you think your body belongs to you. Body is yours. Can't no man tell you what to do with your body, right? Nobody can tell you. You're grown when you first start telling that to people. I'm grown. But when did I'm grown begin to be licensed to destroy yourself?
Right.
When was that? Right when you saw your parents destroying themselves. And then before you know, you get to a certain age, you say, damn it, I'm grown. It's time for me to kill myself. I'm grown. It's time for me to kill myself like a grown man is supposed to, right? Come to a certain age. This precept lets you know that you do not own your body. That's I appreciate this in case I appreciate it. You do not own your body. It doesn't belong to you. Right? Yes, a man can tell you what to do with your body. Absolutely. He can always tell you what to do with your body. They're called prophets of God. They can always tell you what to do with your penis, tell you to do what to do with your stomach and your mouth. Always. Why? Because your body doesn't belong to you at all. Your body is the temple of God. God owns that house. That's where his spirit lives. When it says the spirit of God dwells in you, what is that talking about? Take off, you're going to give me the wrong answer.
It's pretty much in you. All you have to do is
What's the spirit of God that dwells in you?
like
He's connected.
No. The spirit of God that dwells in you. In a different context, you would be correct, but not in this context. All over there. Is it the hall? No, in a different context. That's a similar answer to him. Let me give you the answer. Your spirit belongs to God. Spirit, the thing that you are, who you are, right? The thing that separates you from being an animal. You're not an animal, right? You can wear clothing. You don't have to hump legs, do you? Of course, I would never ask a dog to stop humping the chair and stop sniffing butts. A dog will not understand you. You're not a dog, right? You can stop humping things. You can wear clothing. Women, you can't wear clothing. You're a dog. Women, dogs, so they just have to be bitches that walk down the street and they cannot put on clothing. It's like asking a dog to put on clothing if you ask a woman to put on clothing. Or is she different than a dog? Is she a human? So she can wear clothing. She can change her behavior. That spirit, that thing that allows you to be more than an animal, that is the spirit of God. And you have it by his permission, or else he'll take it from you. You understand? Keep going.
Calm. And that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. 17. If any man dwelleth the temple of the Most High, he shall.
One second. Read it again.
Calm. If any man defile the temple of the Most High.
If any man defiles the temple. Imagine the true temple of God, the literal temple of God in Jerusalem, when they went and sacrificed pigs on that idol, on the altar during the time of Daniel, which made the whole place filthy. It had to be torn down because it was defiled by pork. Well, you can defile your body the same way that people defile the temple of Solomon.
Right.
By putting pork in your house. Right. By putting pork in God's house. The temple was defiled by idol worship. The temple had to be torn down because they worshiped idols in God's house. You can defile God's house by worshiping idols in here. You can do the same thing that destroyed Solomon's temple, committing acts of sin in a holy place. Your body is a holy place. So if you commit acts of sin in there, then you have to leave God's house. Then he takes away his spirit and he kills you. Because your body belongs to him, not you. Is there anything else?
Calm. Him shall the Most High destroy.
Him shall what?
The Most High destroy.
I think I wrote that.
Calm.
Could I explain it like this? Like, you know how people, I know in the world, when I used to like be around the church, we was out doing anything, like smoking, cussing around in the church, in front of a church. Somebody like, "What's the church right there?" Okay, God forgive you. Like, what a way to explain it, be like, you wouldn't cuss, you wouldn't smoke in the church, you wouldn't cuss in the church. So why put smoke and drink and all everything else that's vulnerable in you? Would that be like somebody in the world?
I got you. I totally understand. That's a start, but it's not quite correct because, or else they wouldn't be doing it and then say, God forgive you. The truth of the matter is, they absolutely do those things in church. You get molested in church, in the choir room, in the basement where the kids have the Bible study.
Right.
They have sex down there. Have you heard about that? Raise your hand if you heard about the sex in church. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you heard about the sex on the retreats, the Bible retreats. Raise your hand. You see, they do that in there. And then when they do it, what do they say? God forgive me. Sorry, God. Right? So it's different in that this place is the place of sin. Everyone knows it. And they just say sorry. Right? But your actual body, your cousins are dead. You get my point? Ain't like your father is walking around. They like your uncles are here. Right? They defiled God's house. And guess what they said every time? I know I need to stop. I know I need to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking one day. I'm going to give up this cocaine one day. I'm going to give up this narcotic one day. He said, sorry. I didn't hear it. They're dead. So I would make that point. You could use that point, but I would make that correlation as well. Leave the brother in the back.
What?
It's good to see you, Baltimore. Warriors, right? Go ahead. Aria, Water, good to see you. Rock, good to see you. Come on, Warrior. You got it.
The point he was making, I remember I was watching this documentary on child molestation in the Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl was complaining, saying she was molested in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And they told her, are you really going to drag God's name through the mud in public? Because she had the nerve to complain that she was molested. It didn't blew my mind, sir.
I wish it was uncommon. I wish I couldn't get about 10 online. That's it. My father. That's it. What's going on, young warrior? Please.
We break down Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
That's an excellent question. And come on, kid, get some cash. Come on.
What's up,
That is like he's always stepped up. I'll write the question down for you, right? Get the precept for the brother. Good to see you. Keep up in here. Let me hear the question again.
We break down Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
That's the perfect precept to what I just broke down about drug addiction and smoking cigarettes and eating pork and celebrating Christmas and celebrating your birthday. These are things that people in the world love to do. They have fun doing it, right? What would make them stop doing it? Being afraid to do it, being scared to do it. That's the beginning. And if you're someone that likes to have fun in a way that God hates, the first thing you need is to fear God. That's where you start. Now, after that, then you can begin to learn to do what's right because it's the right thing, because it's the good thing to do. But that's not where you begin. Where you begin is being afraid to eat pork, afraid to smoke cigarettes, because God will kill you for doing those things. Being afraid to do drugs because God will kill you for doing these things. So that's the start. You start with being afraid of God, and because you're afraid of Him, now you can learn. Now you can have knowledge. Do you understand? Good to go with it. Give my hand. Well said.
Slayer.
Slayer,
Slayer, so you have a question online?
please.
It says from ISUPK, Virginia. It says, sir, I have a question, sir. My Lord, may I have a breakdown on Daniel 10, verses 20 and 21?
Absolutely.
Oh, come on, sir. This is Daniel chapter 10, verse 20 and 21. Then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to the fight with the prince of Persia. And when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of the Grecia shall come. Verse 21. But I will show thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth. And there is none that holdeth with me in these things, but Michael, your prince.
Let me I'll break it down in a nutshell. This is one of the many times in the Bible where the Most High God would go either fight against the other nations who were destroying us, or he would fight on their side. He would be with them. He was with Nebuchadnezzar, with the enemies of Israel. And he fought on their side. And then many times when he fought on their side, of course, he destroyed us. Sometimes he would fight on Nebuchadnezzar's side against the Grecians, or vice versa. Other times he would be fight on our enemy's side to destroy us because of our disobedience against him. And this is one of those precepts. Speaking about the Most High God siding with this nation to destroy another nation, which is how battles are won today. Battles are won exactly like that today. Right? Is there anything else?
A lot, sir.
Please, Lord, up front.
Yes, sir. In Ezekiel chapter 38 and 13, do you tell me who Tarshish is?
Tarshish, okay. I would always, you look that up in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. I want to say it's something to do with Tyre and Zidon. Well, that's a country, but that's all I can remember. I don't know, Q has his dictionary out. In the dictionary, just look up Tarshish. Say that word again.
Tarshish. Tarshish.
Tarshish. You know, Q will look at it. Right? You can give it to him. Let him know what it is. That's the Bible. You can read it for everyone. You got it?
The son of Jen, grandson of Noah. Second, a place presumably in the Western Mediterranean region.
That's what you look for. Well, first, the man who had that was his name. Then they named this land after this man. So it was a country in this place. So when we read about these prophecies, it's the Lord, talking about how rich this place was, or the Lord talking about how he's going to destroy this rich place. You understand? Anything else, please? We have questions online.
Sir. Okay. Oh, Salakia, sir, you do have another question, sir.
Please, you got it.
Salakia, sir, can I get a break from ISUPK Syracuse? Can I get a general breakdown on Revelations 12, 7 and 9?
Absolutely, Syracuse, no problem. Let's hear it.
Con, sir. Revelations chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels. Verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Let me explain if I could. This is a prophecy that John had, the disciple John, when he was in prison, on an island prison like Alcatraz or Rikers Island in New York. It was an island prison. And as he was in that prison, he had visions. And he would write these down on paper that he could have like scrolls or write them on the walls of the cave that he was living in. And he saw this vision of Michael and the angels fighting a dragon in heaven. So as you are reading it, just think this is visually what he's seeing. He's seeing in the sky a seven-headed dragon fighting Michael and the angels. And then, of course, the Most High came back and tell him what this vision meant. This is the revelation of the vision. This is Michael and the angels fighting our oppressor on Judgment Day, the day we are all waiting for. The day that right now, because of the war in the Middle East, and because of meteorites hitting the planet, and because of the damn price of gas, we're supposed to know Jesus Christ is coming back. You're filling up your gas tank. supposed to tell you we in the end times. Jesus, well, he's seeing that. He's seeing a war.
And our oppressor loses that war. He loses that war, and he's seeing him lose that war. And when he says, neither shall there be any more place for him in heaven, meaning he's not going to rule anymore. Think about heaven like a heavenly state, like he's up on high. He lives up there. His skyscrapers are up there. My apologies. His planes and satellites, and the white man is watching you from space. That's how your phone works. That's how GPS on your phone works, because he literally knows where you are in your car from space. From space, he knows that you are. The light went off just now, just to tell you. Literally, he knows from space that you are sitting there in that car on that spot. He sees you there, right there. Well, he's in heaven. He sits on high. He won't forever. Soon he'll be gone. Soon he won't sit above everyone. Soon he won't lurk down on everyone on the planet Earth. Soon he will be low down. Soon he will fall from his heavenly position, and he'll come falling flat to earth. That's biblical prophecy, and you're reading about it right now. General Cabal. Isaiah 14. Let me hear it first. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. Someone read for him, please. Whoever has the microphone. Verse 12.
Come on, sir.
How's my sound? Am I jammed up? Okay, solid. You got
it. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven?
Go ahead.
O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Okay, no, we're not here yet because he has not fallen. All right, this is about a time when you're going to look at him and go, my God, I can't believe we ever followed you. So think when he is just a bum. He's just a vagabond and a disgusting thing. And you're going to be shocked that he ever ruled anything. So we're not here yet, but where we are is in Thessalonians, where Paul said there must come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. The man of sin is being revealed now. I've never seen a time in my history under Commanding General Yohana, brother, where so many people believe what we believe. Most of the planet believes what we believe. Things that General Cabal had to fight for down here. They were trying to kill General Cabal, trying to kill General Shalimar and General Kathum down here for saying things that everybody thinks now. You couldn't say that the white man who's the Jew in the Middle East is not the real Jew. Right. And he was a synagogue of Satan. You could not say that. You were getting into a fight that day, or they were going to throw something at you. Now the internet believes it. The internet believes the things that we said in Baltimore and Lexington and Market, and everyone hated us for saying it. They kicked us out there, Lexington and Market. You remember that, General Cabal? We were in there trying to do a blood drive in there. I said something I shouldn't have said. I don't know what I said. I shouldn't have said it, but I did. And they kicked us the hell out of there, brother, immediately, because you couldn't say the things that everyone believes now. Hold your point 1 second, young warrior. You couldn't say it. Now you can. Now white people say it. Now white people know that they're the synagogue of Satan. Now white people know that the black and Latino man are the true biblical ethnic Jews, right? Why? Because the prestige of white people has fallen. No one believes that no one believes in the American dream anymore. You understand? And there was a time when that American dream, brother, was true. You could not say that America was not a place of opportunity and the greatest country on earth. You could not say that black people were against you for saying that. You understand? You can say it now because the white man's prestige has fallen. The American dream has fallen. You got it, warrior.
Salak, yes, sir. Will anybody win World War III before Yahushua returns?
Anybody win? No, that's in the Bible. They're going to fight each other right up until the moment that the chariots sound. Right up until that moment, they're going to be fighting one another. That's in the Bible. As they are fighting each other, then they hear the chariots come, the trumpets roar. Es la voluntad de Dios. That's the will of God. They're going to fight each other until he comes back. Okay. General Cabal.
First Ezra, the 15th chapter, sir?
That's where it is. That's correct, General. That's exactly where it is. Good to go. I'm sorry, Warrior. Was there anything else?
That's the other one.
I appreciate
The
you.
water, other one.
No sweat. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Say again. I see these. These look outstanding. The water. These look like you. They look like these are some cool glasses here. The water, Warrior. I'll probably take it. Let me rock them out right now. Go ahead.
Salagi, John, I did have one question.
Please.
I had a question in Nahum chapter 1, verse 10, if I could, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for a while they be folding together as thorns.
Mm-hmm.
And while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stumble for dry.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 10, sir.
You about cutting this off for me, brother? Something sharp. What? Just tell me. Okay, I might need the context by you reading up a little bit. All right.
Come on. I can
see what the day is about.
We'll go to 1.
Please.
Come on. Nahum chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of Neve, the book of the vision of Nahum,
mm-hmm.
the Al-Kushite.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. The Most High is jealous,
mm-hmm.
and the Most High revenged. The Most High revenged and is furious. The Most High will take vengeance on his adversaries,
mm-hmm.
and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
What verse was your question in?
10, sir.
Okay, skip there to go to 7.
7, verse 7. The Most High is good and strong, hold in the day of trouble,
mm-hmm.
and he knoweth them that trust in him. Verse 8.
Most High is a good stronghold, meaning the Most High is like a castle in the day of trouble, a fortress, meaning if you stand behind his protection, you'll be safe, which is what a stronghold is. All right. Go ahead.
Come on, if I could, sir, is the day of trouble the end times or the day of trouble is just in general?
A bed of trouble is in general,
come on,
which would include the end times, which would include the ghetto, the body or the reservation, which would include being born in your family. You were born in the bed of trouble. The bed of trouble is trying to make you explain, it's trying to make you understand that you live in this trouble. Do you understand? Which other nations don't understand. Other nations might understand the stock market dropping, they have a bad time. It was a depression. It was the stocks went down. They had a rough time. They had a few rough couple of years. No one but blacks and Latino understand living in trouble. It's your bed. It's what you live in. You live in drug addiction. You live in alcoholism. You live in crime. You live in ignorance every day. Your father lived in it. Your grandmother lived in it. And your great-grandmother was a slave. That's you. You live in this. Well, the Most High can be a fortress, a stronghold in that bed of trouble. As you're living in it, stay close to him. Stay close to him because you're living in trouble. So what do you want to do? You want to be the one person in your neighborhood that does not get high. The one person in your neighborhood that is not an alcoholic. You sisters want to be the one woman that you know in life that doesn't sleep with other men, that's not a whore. You want to be that one rare, uncommon woman. You don't want to be common. You don't want to be like everyone else. Why? Because you live in the bed of trouble. If you're like everyone else, you're going to have trouble like everyone else. You want to be different than them. You want to get behind his protection. How do you get behind his protection? Anyone know? Warrior? Give him a hand and come get some money. That here. Is he coming to the Passover? Oh, God. Tell my ribs to bring more money. Tell my ribs, let me give you a pound, Warrior. Tell my ribs to bring more money to the Passover. I don't think I'm gonna have it now. Y'all know about the gas prices. Did I tell y'all about that? Oh, God, sir. He don't know. He's unaware of the gas price. All right, go ahead. Next. Any other question? I think. Do I need more? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You didn't go to 10 yet.
Please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Come on. A stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him.
Oh, you get that? I pray, right?
Come on.
Keep going.
Verse 8. but with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof.
But with a overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof. Where is the place of your bed of struggle? Right here in bondage, in captivity. He's going to make an end of this place, Doc. The place that killed your grandparents. The place that killed everybody you went to high school with, all of your friends. The place that killed your children. Right? There's a reason that Black and Latino women have so many abortions, which no one ever deals with. I see a constant debate on CNN and in the Congress about we should have you should be for abortion. You should be against abortion. You should be for abortion. But what I have never heard, except for by Commanding General Yohana, is someone saying, let's fight the conditions that push a Black and Latino woman to get an abortion. There's a condition that she lives in that makes an abortion a sound decision. And without being in that condition, she would not get an abortion. White women would get an abortion if they lived in Beverly Hills. They would still get an abortion. White women would get an abortion no matter how rich they are. Black and Latino get an abortion because of the bed of trouble they live in. That in their mind is the best solution, to not bring a child to share this bed of trouble with me, to not bring a child in here. And no one ever fights to change that, the Democrats or the Republicans. No one ever says, well, damn, Black and Latino women are having so many abortions. Maybe we should stop oppressing them and taking away every opportunity. Right here in this city you live in the DMV area, 400,000 Black women lost their jobs in a year. Now, what in the hell do you think they're going to do when they get pregnant? Now what? They're living in their car. Now what? Those conditions are the reason you had an abortion. Those conditions. You brothers, when you get a woman pregnant, you go to drink yourself to death and cry. The minute you get any woman pregnant, you don't light a cigar like white men used to in the damn movies. You see white men passing out cigars in the waiting room. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with my head between my knees, figuring, how in the hell am I going to raise a child? Well, you don't want to bring a child into the life you live. Change that life. You change it. And the Most High God is going to destroy this place that puts you in that bed. You understand? Is there anything else?
Come on. And darkness shall pursue his enemies.
You get that, I pray, right?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. What do you imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time.
I pray you understand that, because that's the gospel. That's hope. What you're reading about is the hope that people in slavery wanted. Hope the people in West D.C. and East Side D.C., Baltimore, they needed that. East Baltimore, West Baltimore. They need to hear that this will not happen again. It won't happen again. That's hope, brother. Hope. Espero. That's hope. Anything else?
Oh, this was where the question was. Verse 10. For while they be folding together as thorns, is the they our enemies?
Keep reading if you don't mind.
Come on. Together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stumble for dry.
Please read it one more time from the they.
Come on. They be folding together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards,
while they be folded together as formed. You know what folded together as formed means? It means that your enemies are unified. They're tight. They're folded together as a form. All of our enemies. Who in the hell is not your enemy? Somehow the people who fought Vietnam, the white man and the Koreans fought a war. How many people died in the Korean War? Look it up. It might have been 50,000 people. How many people fought? Gracias. How many people died in, how many Americans? Someone look up how many Americans died in the Vietnamese War. How many Americans died in the Korean War? Look that up. Now, once I get that number, then I'm going to tell you something that is amazing to even understand. Whoever has the number, please, I'll take it. You should be able to Google it. Let the young brother have it. Go ahead.
says 36,574 American service members
In what
died
war?
in the Korean War.
36. Take some more cash out. 36. Give him 36,000. 36,000 American soldiers fought in the Korean War. And where are those Koreans at now? In your neighborhood. How many people fought in the Vietnamese War? 50,000 Americans died. And where are the Vietnamese at? In your neighborhood. Then they fought a war in Iraq, right? In Afghanistan. And now you have Crown fried chicken. Arab fried chicken in every ghetto. Do you know why? Because they are folding together like a form. All of your enemies. The Arabs who destroy you, the Vietnamese, the Koreans, the Asians, and the white man. They're all together. They're tight, folded together like a form. Continue.
Come. And while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stumble for dry.
How are they drunken as drunkards? Because they're living in such pleasure, Rock. Imagine living in some rice paddy in Vietnam, and then you come here and get to look down on black people. You get to go look down on Hispanics. Haven't you ever wondered, why do white people hate us more than they hate people that they fought in wars? Why do they hate us more? God damn, don't you at least have more affection for blacks and Latinos than this fine boy, this is perfect. Why don't white people at least have more affection for blacks, Latinos, and North American Indians than they do for people that they killed and were killed by in war? Why do you like them more? Why do you make sure that you cannot open up a business in a black neighborhood if you're black? But you can if you were an enemy in Vietnam and in Korea and in China. My God, China is literally an enemy of America today, right now, today. And yet there's Chinese food in all of your neighborhoods, and you could not open up one of those stores. Go look it up. They would not give you a loan to open up a store in a black neighborhood. Well, listen, they're tight and they're drunk. They're having a good time. But keep going.
They shall be devoured as stumble for dry.
Es la voluntad de Dios. That's the will of God, brother. They're going to be destroyed for stubble. You know what stubble is? Coal in the fire. Burning coals. All right. Is there anything else? What? Please. Come on, boy.
It's a lot, yes, sir. If I can ask a question. So lately, my family been dealing with like the suicide demon in my family.
Yeah.
Right. And my brothers, they like to use like this place of Sheol. And I know it's the grave, and I try to explain to them that heaven and hell is a condition here on earth. But can you like explain like Sheol? I know it's the grave, but to them, they don't understand it when I explain it to them. So
okay, in their mind, what does suicide have to do with Sheol?
It's like a place where they can go, like, I guess it's not considered heaven and hell. So that basically, I guess, gives them an excuse. It's somewhere where they would go, I guess, instead of heaven and hell.
And then they would rather be there than here. Why would they rather be there than here?
I guess that's the answer they come up with, sir.
They haven't explained it. They haven't explained why do they believe this place that they've never been to is better than where they are. All right, there's a play that written by William Shakespeare called Hamlet, right? And when in the play Hamlet was contemplating suicide. And he thought about death, and he thought about the hereafter, and he said, there's the rub. For in great contemplation, this place that we know not of, that we will not perish to go there because we don't know about it. It's the place undiscovered, the undiscovered country, death. Meaning because you don't know what's going to happen when you die, it makes people not kill themselves. That's why they go through all of the trouble of the flesh, because they don't know what's going to happen when they die. And whenever someone wants to die, you should ask them, why do you think you're going somewhere better? Right. You don't know. right? You don't know what's going to happen. What is Sheol like? Do they know what it's like? They damn sure haven't been there. So why do they think that it's better than here? Because they don't know what it's like. That's supposed to give you pause to go there.
Right.
Because you don't know. Now, what you want to do first is ask them, why do you want to go to a place that you don't know anything about? Why do you think it's better than here? Now, if you were to suppose why, what would you say? There's really only one logical question.
A lot, yes, sir, because I think they think it's easier than
what
they're going through right now.
What are they going through now?
Hell.
Now, that's where you got to go with the demon of suicide. You got to go right there. You got to go to what are they going through now? What's happening now? Right? Because that's what they're running from. But they're running into the undiscovered country. They don't know what it's going to be like when they die. Oh, they found some scripture in the Bible and they think this is going to be better. Let me give you a precept to give them. I'll explain Sheol first. First, let me do that. Then give me the commandments. Give me thou shalt not murder. And then you have to understand that it seems like the people in your family, is this your brothers or cousins?
Both my brothers.
Yeah. It seems like that the people in your family are twisting the Catholic concept of purgatory with Sheol in the Bible dictionary, right? Oh. The Catholics taught the concept of purgatory. It comes from Dante's Inferno. It was written about the time of, I want to say 1600s, 1700s, Dante's Inferno, right? Where he began to, the Catholic Church, of course, at that time was a extremely decadent place. And you could buy something called indulgences back then, meaning you were allowed to sin. You could give the priest the money and you would be allowed to be a homosexual. You would be allowed to fornicate, to have prostitutes. You could pay for it. They were called indulgences, right? And the Catholics believed that as long as you gave money to the church, you could just pay for your sins and you wouldn't go to hell. You would go to this place called purgatory. And it's like an in-between place. Dante described it as rings. Like, so you got these top rings, that's heaven. These middle rings, that's purgatory. These lower rings, that's hell. You can look up these things as you go home, right? And they believe that you went to purgatory for a certain amount of time. They also called it limbo. That's where the term limbo comes from. It's like in between heaven and hell. And you would just stay there for a little bit, maybe a couple of 100 years, but that'd be nothing to you when you're dead. It'd be like 10 minutes. And they would just tell people that it's no problem. You could just sin. You could sin, do a little time in purgatory, and then make it to heaven later. Now, let me ask you a question about your brothers. Do they sin?
Oh, God.
That's why they want to die.
Oh, God.
Do you understand? They don't want to die to go to some place they don't know a damn thing about. Ask them to go to any city they ain't never been to.
Right.
See if they'll go. See if they'll get in a damn car, go to Bisbalooka in Mississippi, just hang out there for a week. They will not go. They won't. Hey, no problem. If you're willing to go to Sheol, I just want you to go to Memphis for 3 weeks. That's all I'm asking. Go to Memphis. And when he says no, ask him why. Why won't you go to Memphis? Watch his answer. Watch what he says. You know what he's going to say, right? I never been there. I don't know nothing about Memphis. That's what he's going to say, right? So then this is really not about going to a place that's different than this place. It's about their unwillingness to change their life so that they can live forever. They don't want to do that. They don't want to give up drugs, I'm assuming. Right? They don't want to give that up. They don't want to stop. So what do they say? I'm going to keep doing drugs. I'll just go to Sheol for a little bit. I'll hang out in Sheol for a couple of weeks, and then I can just keep being a stinking drug addict. I can keep going in and out of jail. I can keep doing it because I'm not willing to change my life to live forever. Here's what your brothers have to know. Brother, we in this UPK out, we ain't going to Sheol or hell or nothing. We're going to live forever. That's the plan. The plan is to never die. It's to absolutely never die. We're going to have victory over death, victory over muerte. We're going to survive it. We're going to exist past our enemies and live forever. Why isn't that possible? They're thinking, they're imagining going to some imaginary place. Why can't they just live forever? If you believe in Sheol You could just go live in some imaginary place. Why not just imagine you'll live forever? You know why, don't you? Because they don't want to stop sinning. And that's what it always is about. And so many times, because you love them, you might think you have to prove something to them when this has nothing to do with Sheol. Nothing at all. I just explained Sheol. Now I'll go to the Bible dictionary and explain it. But I just gave you an overall in general breakdown of Sheol. All right. Now just get your Bible dictionary. Okay. You good to go? The water to you, warrior. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, please, so that everyone online can hear.
Sir. Sheol, sir. The Old Testament name for the place of departed souls, corresponding to the New Testament word.
What does departed souls mean? Meaning they're dead, right? And this is where they go. But now, more than likely, what your brother is thinking of is that this is like where the ghost goes. A soul is you. So in essence, don't read it like souls that are flown off and they fly here. You're a soul. So a departed soul is your dead body. The Bible says that Joseph and 70 souls walked into Egypt. So a departed soul is like a poor soul. It's you. So you're in the grave. You're the departed soul. This is where your dead body goes, not your spirit. They're reading it the way the Catholics read it, like this is a place that your soul flies off to, when this is where your body lays. And who are you in that grave? A departed soul, a poor fella, fella laying in that grave. It's like a nice way to say you're dead. This is where dead bodies are, in Sheol. Sheol is a physical place. It's not a spiritual place. It's a giant mass grave. Do you have a potter's field here in Baltimore? Where do they put dead, the winos and dead people that die? You got no family. They're called potter's graves in most potter's houses, potter's graves in most cities. Is that the right term, Kabul? Yeah. And in most city, there's a place where they're going to bury you, because you have no family. And there's no one that cares. And so they'll toss you over here at this community graveyard. That's what Sheol is. It's an actual physical hole in the ground where you would just put people who were stoned because they committed adultery. They were just departed souls. They were just sad people. And their bodies were thrown in a mass grave because no one loved them because they were sinners. So no one cared to give them an honorable burial. They just threw them in this hole. That's what Sheol is, an actual physical mass grave in the Middle East. Continue.
Final one, sir. New Testament word Hades. When translated hell, it refers to the place of punishment.
The New Testament, the Greeks from the New Testament, they believed in Greek mythology. So when they read about this mass grave where sinners were tossed in, they related it to the Greek myth of Hades, which was a place under the earth with fire and torment and blah, blah, blah. And that's where the concept of hell comes from. A potter's field in the Middle East that was a grave for sinners, combined with Greek myth of this place at the pit of the earth where there was fire and raggedy clothing and people beating you up. And they combine that, and that's where hell comes from.
Oh, God.
Keep going.
I don't want sir. But when translated grave.
Say that one more time.
I don't want sir. But when translated grave.
One more time.
But when translated grave.
See, your brothers, they will end up in Sheol. Please believe it, but they won't fly off to a strange place. They're going to be laying in that grave with bugs all over them and worms eating them. And then now ask me then, wouldn't you have just rather changed your life and live forever? Because now you have the opportunity. The Bible says that the living are better than the dead because the dead have no inheritance. The dead have nothing at all. The dead know nothing at all. But while you are living, there is hope. That's in the Bible, brother. Oh, you're alive. My God, you can get off of drugs now. You could do it. You could actually give up cocaine. You could give up drugs. You could give up weed. You could give up crime. You could give up lust. You could do it now, but you can't do it when you're in Sheol. You understand?
Come.
Now give me the precept you need. Give me thou shalt not murder. You want to start there.
Come, sir.
I don't know how you think God will have mercy on you when you didn't have mercy on him. Don't you know this? Tell your brothers this. Your body is not your own, for the Spirit of God dwelleth in you, and whosoever defile the body, God will destroy. You recall that, don't you? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You can't decide to kill this body. This body doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. You see, don't you see that suicide is no different than drug addiction? It's no different than eating pork and shrimp or having sex in some unlawful way. It's you taking liberties with God's property. It's not yours.
Right.
You don't get to decide to kill yourself. That's not your decision. You didn't decide when you were born. Did anyone ask you? When you were born, did someone get your permission? Well, no one will ask you when it's time to die either. That's up to God, because that body belongs to him. Read the precept.
Come, sir. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
Read that again.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
When you read that in the original Hebrew, that's thou shalt not murder. General Cabal, what's the word? Murder. What is that again? Just something. I forget the name of it. Murder in Hebrew, I forget, but it's some shell word, I forget. What do you want to say, General Cabal?
I have a precept.
Please.
Psalm 33.
Read that, warrior.
Come, sir. Psalm chapter 30, verse 3. O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave.
Right.
Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit.
That's it, brother. That's a perfect precept for this. Going down to the pit is what? A grave. A hole that you get thrown in because you were a sinner and you got stoned to death. A hole you're thrown in because you got burned at the stake. You're thrown in a hole. No parents will bury you or come to see you. You're ashamed to the whole family. And if your brothers commit murder, they will not get glorified. They will not. No one will talk about them like they were wonderful. They'll be forgotten, and the children in the family will learn to never be like them. That's what's going to happen. Everyone in the family, after somebody kills themselves, will always go, well, don't be like your uncle. They'll try to make sure that all of the children know to never make that mistake. That's all they'll be, but they won't go somewhere to get a reprieve from the hell they're in now. They're going to get more of it. And now, here's the last bit that should deter someone from committing murder, because suicide is murder. Suicide is the unlawful taking of a life that God owns. They're going to just come back. That's all. Except they'll come back in a worse situation than the one they tried to get out of. They're coming back. That's in the Bible. You understand? And remember, your brothers, they grow up just like you. Yeah, so then why in the hell can't they do what you did? Aren't you the example to life everlasting, to the defeat of death? They can look at you. They can't say that they can't change because they have a living example right in front of them, which means what? No one will feel pity on them if they kill themselves. No one will think that they had no other choice because you come from the same place and you defeated death. You understand? What? Anything else?
Sir, that's it. The water, sir. I appreciate it.
Water to you, warrior. The water. Gracias por tu servicio. Water for your service. Is there anything else?
Sir, you able to hear me? You have questions online?
Okay, I'll take them.
Sir.
I mean, I think Ephraim is out there somewhere. He might know when to get into the stories. Oh, shit. He's telling me to pull the mic closer. Am I still jammed up with the sound? The mic is tied to something, right? Tell me how my sound is.
Sir, you can't hear me, can you? Wow. Probably
from the beginning. He must have said earlier. I'm just seeing it. Maybe that's when the brothers were fixing the mic. All right. I'm sorry. So what? All right, you got it.
Yes, sir. You have a question?
Please.
It says from 90s best era. It says, sir, can I get a general breakdown on Proverbs 31, 6-7?
No problem.
I understand it's about depression, but can you elaborate?
Let me hear it, please.
Sir. Proverbs chapter 31, verses 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Verse 7. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more.
I'll explain. Everything on the planet Earth that grows here, that is here, all of it is designed for a purpose, for man's pleasure, for man's usefulness. Everything, even marijuana, even the poppy, which where you get narcotics from and things like that. They have a purpose in pain management. If you brothers ever been shot before and they give you the morphine and then they give you the Oxycontin. If you ever had a colostomy bag because you've been shot, you're on that constantly. There's a place for medication for pain management, which is the actual purpose of narcotics, of the drugs that come from the poppy, right? Or morphine or heroin, right? There's a purpose for it. And then there's using it out of purpose. And that's what drug addictions come from. When you're using a drug when you don't actually need it for pain, but you are abusing the drug. Alcohol is the same. Alcohol has a purpose. What's the purpose of alcohol? The purpose of alcohol is to have delight in a way that a poor man can afford. Do you understand? There was something called the gin craze in Great Britain. I want to say it was in the late 1800s. You can look it up. Late 1800s, early 1900s. It was the gin craze where gin, there was no regulation on who could make alcohol in England. Anyone could make it. And they were making gin like crazy. And you could get, a bottle of gin for a nickel or 2 pence. And people were getting drunk out of their mind on gin in England. And it was called the gin craze. It was their crack in England. It created an epidemic like similar to crack. It just destroyed England. And then they began to put regulations on who could produce alcohol in Great Britain. And it was called the gin craze. Why? Because alcohol was so cheap, but they misused it and abused it. And in doing so, it destroys you. Alcohol is made for poor people to be able to have some pleasure when you're not rich enough to go on vacations and to live a wonderful life and to escape all of your problems with a plane ticket. You can have a drink at the end of the workday. At the end of your day, you can have a drink. And it's created for the poor to have the thing that rich people don't need. Rich people can abuse it, but rich people can just not go to work. Rich people can just not worry about their finances and where they're going to live. But the poor have those worries, but they also have alcohol. So they can forget their worries. No te preocupes. So they could just not worry about it for a second. That's what alcohol is designed to do. When it's done in what? What's the proper word, Baltimore? When it's done in what? Moderation. The same way you can take morphine if you've been shot, and take some morphine then. Do it. Who in the hell will fault you? No one. But after a little bit, now, nigga, you ain't hurting no more. You all right. You all right. Well, General, still, No. You straight. You good? Are you sure? Yeah, you fine. That's enough. Right? If you keep taking them, you keep filling that prescription out, then of course you're a drug addict now and you're disgusting and you're going to be destroyed by heroin like it destroyed everyone else in your family. So this is what this precept is about. Now that I've explained it, I'll read it from the top. You got it whenever you're ready.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 7. Verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
What does ready to perish mean? You're depressed. You are ready to die. You just can't take it anymore. Grab that brother by the side. Let's go have a drink. I understand. She left you. I get it. Lord knows no one else has ever been left before. You're the first. Come on, let's go get a drink. I got you. You want to die? I know you're crying. I get you. You're sitting outside in front of our house in a car, crying. I understand. Why don't you leave from in front of our house and come with me? Yes. Right? Let's go get a drink. That's the point. Right? You're ready to die. You're ready to give up. That's what ready to die means. You're ready to quit. Let's have a drink. This is the right time for it. Do you understand? This is the proper time for it. Keep going. You have the problem. You need a minute up. Let me know.
And wine unto those that be heavy heart.
And wine unto those that be of a heavy heart. You're depressed. You're sad. Oh my God, the woman left you. That's what drives you to die, right? Some woman left you. Guess what, brother? She was a whore when you met her. All that's happening now is you're getting the revelation of how stupid you are for choosing a woman like that. Stop choosing women that are beneath you. And let me tell you, brother, something else you should stop doing. Stop cheating on your wife with a woman who is beneath her. Don't do that. There's a way to cheat on your wife. Even in the truth. No. You could cheat on her. Why? Because you go choose some slut that is beneath her. You shouldn't now. So she has to share you while she's a righteous woman. She's a woman that pays her tithes, keeps the commandments, never gives you any thought of her being disloyal. She shares you with some whore. You're cheating on her because you married someone beneath her. Keep your standard high. Why? Because marrying a woman like that is going to have you sitting in the car crying. Just sitting in there. I don't know when the car became the crying place. When did that happen, Kubal? It wasn't like that back in the early 2000s. Somehow, did it switch with the internet or I don't know, or Uber? Is Uber when I wish somebody should research that because somehow the car became the crack house. The car is where you go get high. You get high in the car. And that's always been the way it is. You're in the car. The car is for everything. The car is when you make your sad videos. When you play your rap music and you're sad as hell in that car, playing all that sad ass rap in the car, you're crying in the car, you're thinking about her in the car, you parked out in front of a job in the car. Don't do that. That's going to lead you to just want to die because you married a whore. You married a woman that was going to lead you down this path to depression. Now you need a drink. I'm sure you do. All right, then. Don't kill yourself. Have a drink. Come on. Let's go get one. I hope you're better. Okay, we can't make this a habit, but we can have a drink. You can have one. You're miserable. I know you got left by a woman who was whoring on you the entire time you were with her. Let's have a drink because you found out tonight. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 7. Let him drink and forget his poverty.
Let him drink and forget his poverty. Shalom, boy. Good to see you up. Let him drink and forget his poverty. Now you're not thinking about your poverty. Now you're laughing. You're talking. You're telling jokes with the brothers and you laugh. You feel better. You feel a little better. You're getting a little lighthearted from this depression you're in. Keep going.
Come on. And his misery.
No, and don't remember that you don't have to die. You will find other whores. You love whores, don't you? Well, surely there's more of them. If that's what you're into, right? You won't look hard. You'll find one tomorrow because you have no standard anyway. You drag any piece of trash in here in front of me, expect me to love them and talk to them. That's all you do all the time anyway, right? I'm supposed to sit there and you drag some piece of garbage in front of me that's a whore right now, talking to other men on Facebook. Shalom, General, this is my new wife. Okay. Whatever, brother. Let's have a drink later. We're going to need one. Anything else?
Come on, sir.
Please, I'll get you in 1 second, warrior.
It's like, sir, you mean on that verse?
No, I think we're good on that verse. Any other questions?
Come on, sir. You still have a couple more questions.
Let me get the warrior right here. Did you have a question up? Come on.
Salat, yes, sir. What is the best strategy to use when you're trying to tell somebody about the truth, bring somebody in the truth, but they're currently like I want to say like they at war with somebody in the streets. You know what I'm saying? As things are getting serious and what
are they at war about?
I couldn't tell you.
Give me the metaphor. Give me the possible scenario.
I don't know. Maybe some type of gossip or something. I mean, some type of street politics or something. I guess drugs.
Say again?
Drugs.
Meaning over money?
Money, yeah.
Money, or that he cheated him out of $20 or something like that, or over a girl, over
gang.
Say again.
Gang.
You gotta speak. I can't hear you.
Over gangs.
Meaning they're from a different neighborhood.
Kind.
And now they're from a different neighborhood, and now they want to kill each other. Because they're from a different neighborhood. I got you up. Okay. Let me give you the great myth about that, right? That type of scenario with gangs where, he's from 2 blocks over there. So now, because he's from 2 blocks up there, I have to kill him. That only exists with someone who has bigger problems. You understand? Like that doesn't exist with a sober mind. You get my point? Like, meaning there's a reason that you want to kill some cat that you can see up there because his hood is what, a block over? 2 blocks. How far away are the neighborhoods?
So like, let me
please go ahead.
So let's say he's not in a gang, but he got into a situation with some gang members that
he's not even in the gang,
that are very big. Yeah, he's not in the gang.
Are they going to put him in the gang after he kills the cat?
Lies, sir.
Okay. Well, once again, he has bigger problems, right? Okay. You know what you want to do, and this comes from experience, right? Many times you'll try to speak against being in a gang, speak against gang violence, and that does not work because of who you're talking to. Let me tell you who the brothers that will kill each other for nothing have been molested. You understand me? That's what happened. Like how do you know? Because the minute they go to jail, they're going to cut whoever is a child molester in jail. They're going to stab him. And there's a reason that he's getting stabbed. Because in prison, they know how they got there. They know it was really because of him. And so now people that have such gang drama on the streets, in prison, that's over. There is none of that. But no, you know what it is? Whoever comes in here looking like a child molester is getting cut. He will not sleep in a cell with him. He can't stay in there. You're going to kill him. Because everyone in jail realizes why they're there. They're there because their uncle molested them. And they vowed to never be a punk again. To never let anyone violate them again. That's how it's like how the strong cope with being violated. The weak cope with being violated by asking for more violation. If you're weak. If you're weak and you've been molested, you're going to become a homosexual. You're going to become a cross-dresser. You're going to invite more violation simply because you are weak. But if you're strong, but you were 6, but you were 10, but you were 11, and they were big, and they were your uncle, and they were your father, and they were your boxing coach, like Mike Tyson, who was molested by his boxing coach. After that, he wanted to kill everyone. Do you understand? Sugar Ray Leonard, who was molested by his boxing coach. Countless basketball players, football players, who become alcoholics and kick in doors, and you wonder why this famous athlete is in jail. You ever wonder? You've seen him before, right? Some old athlete was rich. He's in jail now because he is a broken child that thought violence could be an outlet for being violated as a child. So what you want to do first, Sock, is dig into him. Why is he willing to risk his life? He's not even in the gang, but he needs to hurt someone. And there's a reason for that. When we can heal child molestation in the Black and Latino community, heal the absence of fathers, and heal being victims. At such a young age, you become a victim. You don't want to be a victim anymore after that. You're done with that. You're going to stand up for someone looking at you wrong. For someone, bumping you. My God, it makes myself sick. I didn't even think about the people I hurt over looking at me. Over a look, over a bump in the shoulder. It makes my heart break to even be reminded of it, that at some time in my life was me. It's disgusting. Now, why isn't it disgusting to them? Because they've been broken. Now, you want to heal that. You want to go straight at that. You want to go straight at it. Tell me about your father, about your mother. Tell me about them. What happened in there? He'll start to talk about it and talk about it. And in talking about it, he pours it out. He gets rid of it. He pours it out. And then when it's gone, then he'll see his actions for what they are. a product of being hurt, and now he wants to hurt someone else. And then that brother comes into the truth, he changes. He becomes different. He becomes different because he's not that person anymore. He's not that child trying to find a way to be strong. Do you understand? Anything else?
That's it, sir. Go ahead.
Please.
Have another question.
Open your face, please. One more. It's a short one now. Come on up, warrior. I saw this brother out there doing that thing with the kids. You hold it for the end. You hold it for the end. I'm not going to I appreciate it. That was a hell of a thing you did with those children, brother. A hell of a thing. Come on, get on camera. Let everybody see what you did with the kids. Yes, please. He's trying to put something in their head. Put something in the head of these kids. God damn, you give them nothing but bad memories. Put something good in their minds. All right, any other questions? Please.
Salakia, General, if I may get an understanding on when would the angels in Revelation 7:1 be allowed to let go of the wind?
At God's command. Es la voluntad de Dios. At the will of God. That's when angels take orders, brother, just like you. They're sitting in the Jordan River or the Euphrates River. They're in the Euphrates River, gnashing at the teeth. They cannot wait to be freed so they can destroy your enemies. But they're there and they're chained, meaning they're not allowed to do the will of God, because God's will now is for them to sit right there. It's for sit right there and just wait. So when will they do it? At God's command. That's when they'll do it. We all better pray that God gives that command soon as possible. That's what we better do. Anything else?
Sir.
I appreciate it. It is too much, but it's done now. So. I appreciate it. You're generous with it, but I have to get on. All right, go ahead.
Water. Like it, sir. It says, if I may, General, why was Peter forbidden to bury his father? Is it because the time was short for Christ being here and they had work to do?
That's exactly the reason. Remember, if Peter went to bury his father, he would be unclean for 7 days. The entire time that Jesus Christ worked with Peter, historians say it was about 3 years. That was that. So time was short, and Peter did not get the liberty to marry his father, although the law said he could have it. Not in his case. Time was too short. That's correct. Go ahead. Also, if I could, that proves that Jesus Christ and the disciples kept the law. That's why he couldn't bury his father, because the law says you're unclean for 7 days, which means Jesus Christ taught his men to keep the law, because he could have just said, bury your father and come right back tomorrow and we'll keep working. But of course he didn't do that, because Jesus Christ was not a pecadores like you are, a sinner like you. He was not a sinner. So if Peter went to that burial, he was not going to be working with Christ for 7 days. He couldn't spare him. He could not spare him. Is there anything else?
Go on, sir. Like it, sir. It says, can you break down Luke chapter 16, verses 8 through 9? It seems that, it seems to say that the children of the world are wiser than the children of the light, and that the children of God should make friends with the unrighteous.
Let's break it down. But first, let's applaud that Baltimore accent that brother just had. Let them hear that accent. They need that accent. Let them hear that Luke and that 2 and all of that. They need it and they love it. People love your accent. Do y'all know that? They love it. They can't get enough of that Baltimore accent. Keep giving it to them, y'all. Clap it up. They cannot get enough of it. Go ahead, I'll break it down.
Come. Luke chapter 16, verse 8.
Leave him alone. Now you're gonna make him self-conscious. I shouldn't have brought it up, but I know people love it though. The sister's gonna love it. Don't worry about that. Don't listen to them. The women love it right now online. All right, go ahead.
Come, sir. And the Lord commended the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of the light.
Let me give you context. This is a parable that Jesus Christ made about the Sadducee and Pharisee. I'm going to tell you the parable quickly, all right? There was a steward, meaning there was a manager, which is what a steward is, a manager. And he worked for his boss. And he was doing a terrible job at being manager. So the boss said, listen, I'm going to fire this cat because he's horrible at doing his job. And when he realized that he was going to be fired, before he got fired, he went to everyone that owed his boss money. He went to each one of them. And he said, listen, how much money do you owe my boss? And they would say, I owe your boss $100. He would say, listen, here's the receipt. Write down 50 right there. Write it down. Now you owe him 50. They would say, thank you. This is great. I appreciate you. The next person would come in. How much do you owe my boss? I owe your boss 200. Write down 100 right there on that receipt. Here's a new receipt. Write down 100. Thank you. I appreciate you. And he would do this all day. Then finally the boss said, I'm done with you. I'm firing you. And when he got fired from his boss, the people that he lessened their debt, they then paid him. They now owed him because he lied and told his boss that their debt was less than it was. That is smart when you know that you're going to be fired. That's the point. That's smart. You see, the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. These preachers, do you know what preachers have done? Preachers have not worked for God forever. I mean, I'm going to give them a break and I'm going to say since the 50s, maybe in the 50s when you had real men in the Christian church that were fighting oppression and fighting the Ku Klux Klan. Maybe you had men who actually kept the law, were trying to be manly. After Martin Luther King, the Christian church was a whorehouse. Since then. But they know that they don't have to serve God anymore because they serve the people. Now I can tell the people, God said you can't be homosexual, but I say that you can. Write it down. You can be a homosexual. You're allowed to be homosexual. God said you cannot eat pork, but I say you can. Write it down. You can eat pork. So now the people love the preacher, not God. They love him because this is the man that lets you be gay. He's great because without him, you would have a conscience about your homosexuality. You feel terrible about it. Every day you will wake up going, oh my God, I'm sinning. This is a sin. No, it's not. God loves you with unconditional love. God created you too. Now, what does that do for you? It lessens your debt. Now you don't have the burden of changing anymore because this preacher said you owe God nothing but tithes. That's it. That is the entire biblical burden of a Christian. Tithes. They take one law, tithes, and that's what you got to do. You can keep being gay. You can keep being homosexual. You can keep being a murderer. You can keep having abortions. You can keep selling drugs. You can do anything you want to do. Why? Because God loves you unconditionally. He doesn't care what you do. Thank you, preacher. Here's my money. Because my debt is that and that alone to God. Well, they're smarter than us because we would never do that.
Right.
We would never. We're fools enough to think that we work for God and no one else. That's how foolish we are. We're not smart as you preachers. You know how many people commanding General Yohana would have obeying him if he said you could eat pork? If he said you could eat shrimp? If he said you could be gay? My God, we'd fill up the goddamn with them Orioles play. We fill up the damn baseball stadium the same way Christians fill up a stadium full of homosexuals and pork eaters and child molesters who feel nothing about it, who have no conscience about it because they believe God loves them no matter what. They're smarter than us. They're way smarter than us. We're fools that believe you have to have integrity. That's the point. If you don't understand this kind of language, it's sarcasm. You understand? It's sarcasm. Sarcasm is throughout the Bible. Where God said, another scripture, God said, go have sex with a harlot. Go and do it. That's sarcasm. He's trying to teach you in a way to make you understand how foolish your desire is. Go ahead. You're smarter than us. The children of this world are wiser than the children of light, because we would never, ever prepare to serve the people when we thought God would reject us. We would always do what we had to do, not to be rejected by God. Dummies that we are. Fools that we are. That's how you understand this. Everyone gets it? Anything else?
Come on, verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the man.
I think I broke that. That's what I just evil got me. Made friends with money because God would no longer be their friend. If you want a precept to prove it, give me through the foolishness of preaching while I teach these people. Look up the foolishness of preaching. That's all you need to understand sarcasm in the Bible. This is just another place that's a direct precept for this precept. All right? Whenever you're ready, it's in the New Testament.
Come on, concert. Salakia, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. For after this is the wisdom of God. The world by wisdom knew not God.
You see, this is the wisdom of God. The world by wisdom knew not God. We don't know God's wisdom because we don't think God is wise. We don't think it makes any sense to live like this, to live a life of discipline, of self-denial, of self-sacrifice. We think you're in a cult, right? You must be in a cult, obeying the commandments. What in the hell is wrong with you? You're doing that? How could you? You women, you telling me that your husband has more than one wife? You're stupid. My husband is just a child molester and a rapist. Not like you dummies who have a husband with 2, 3 wives. My husband only has one wife and prostitutes and children that he has sex with on the weekends. And he has sex with his basketball buddies too. But he only has one wife, dummy. That's women in the world. You're stupid because you believe in polygamy, which is what they call it. They're smart because their husband gives them a ring and has sex with his fraternity buddies and your daughter and your son. But you're the dumb one. You're the dummy. The world by wisdom doesn't know God because they don't believe that God's law is wise. Continue.
Come. It pleased God to be foolish.
Please, you got it.
It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. This stupid thing we do by teaching, it's so dumb. Why don't we just beat a tambourine and eat pork and molest kids? We'd get a lot more money that way. A lot more. You get the point, right? Is there anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah, sir. You got one more question?
I'll take it.
It says, how should a sister deal with infertility? It's all I can think about, and it hurts every day. I just want to give my husband a child.
I totally understand that, and that's a righteous desire, sister. Well, let me. Okay, there's You want to first go through the steps. Many women think that they cannot have a child, and they can. Many women just are ignorant of the process of having children. First, you want to cross all your T's and dot all of your I's. What do I mean by that? A woman can only get pregnant about 3 days in the month. And there's really one day that is the primary day of ovulation. It's having a baby, like most things, you need some education to do it well. You understand? Many of you are just having sex like rabbits, wondering why you're not getting pregnant. You're not getting pregnant because you're having sex ignorant, when you really should find out your ovulation date and have sex on that day. And there's a day of powerful ovulation. There's a day where you're ovulating like a goddamn river. And you can know when this is now. Now, in this year, you can find out when that powerful, strong ovulation day is. You want to have sex on that day. Some of your husbands, they're ignorant too. They don't come over and have sex with you on the ovulation date they got to come over there and get you on that day. Now, I'm giving you that first, all right? So sometimes you're going to be shocked when you get pregnant because really you were just ignorant and weren't having sex on the proper day. But let's say you're a woman who has had her tubes tied or maybe is beyond the age of having a child, and you really actually cannot have a child. Well, even though you cannot have a child, you absolutely can have a child. Who wants to break it down for me? Anyone? Sisters, you know what I'm talking about? Anyone, you know, sis? Please raise your hand and give them the answer. Give her the microphone. They'll bring it over there to you. Can the microphone move or no? Oh, I'm sorry, please. Oh, there you go. So I didn't see that one over there. My apologies. You got it. Can we get on camera or no go? If we can, it's up to you. You can call it. Go ahead. Who made the food tonight?
Ribs, sir.
What's her name?
Inez, sir.
Inez, the water, sis. That's you? The water. Oh, who's the sister that made the grub? The water for serving it. Most High in Christ, sis. The water to you. Get it on. Sister, please. What's your answer?
You can start with foster care and you can do adoption. There are plenty of babies for adoption.
Give her a hand. She's telling the truth. Give her a hand. Give her the microphone as well. Please. You got it, sis.
You can get a concubine.
Give her a hand. A fact as well. She's telling the truth. Listen, do you really want a child? How bad? That's all. It's like anything else in life. You say you want a child. Well, your tubes are tied. Do you really want one? Huh? You better ask yourself that question because, baby girl, if you want a child, you can get one. Right now, there are 2 gay white men that have your children. And they're gay white men. Can you imagine 2 gay white men said, we can have children? Goddamn. They didn't quit. You understand? They're both men. And they did not think it was impossible to have a baby. Why do you think it is? You think it's impossible? 2 gay men didn't. They said, we can have a baby. Jeremy, we can have a child. Jeremy said, well, damn, we're 2 homosexuals. That don't mean anything. We can get us a baby. Black people, they got them dropping out the sky. Black people, they're laying on the streets in Baltimore. How bad do you want a kid? So many of you really don't want a baby like you say you do. But if you want one, I don't care if you're 100 years old, tubes tied, there are babies here for you. Ask gay men. They're here. And then you have a child. You have one. The question is, how bad do you want one? It's like the same thing. You want to be a doctor or not? You understand? Do you want to be a lawyer or not? Do you want to get off of drugs or not? Well, do you want a baby or not? You decide, because there are babies here and gay men are scooping them up off the street corners. Have a baby if you want one. Get one if you want one. Everybody understands.
Come.
Anything else up? Is that it?
Come on, sir.
What time do I wrap it?
It's 8:53, sir.
8:53. Let me know. Just tell me when I should end the class, all right? Oh, I'm sorry. Sis, right here, please give her the microphone. She can come up if she wants. It's up to her. You got it.
Shalom, General. In Leviticus 18:6-19, does uncover thy nakedness mean sexual in nature? Or does this forbid any form of nakedness?
I'll read it. I'll read it for you. You can please have a seat. That's right. Well done, sis. Give her a hand. All right. Dale un aplauso. She said Leviticus 18 and what? 63? Leviticus 18 and what? 6? Salaki. Leviticus 18 and 6.
Come on, sir. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord.
That is absolutely talking about sexual in nature, which is why it said you're approaching to uncover their nakedness. It absolutely is not talking about uncovering their nakedness to change their diaper. Because, of course, if you thought like that, you couldn't change diapers. Because your baby is near kin to you, it's your child. But you're not getting them naked to get them naked. You're getting your baby naked to change his diaper. You couldn't, give him a bath because you would have to take off the child's clothing to give them a bath, right? But you're not taking their clothes off to see their nakedness. You're taking their clothes off to bathe them. You get the point, sis? This precept, if you think about it like it's not sex, that it's not a sexual perversion, then you couldn't bathe your children. And you could not change a diaper. Because you have to take off, you got to see the child's naked body to change a diaper. You get my point, right? So this is talking about someone that is unclothing a family member to see them naked. That's why they're doing it. That's what they want to do. They cannot do it. So now, with that said, are there people in your family that should never change your children's diapers? You better believe it. You understand me? There are people in your house, you better never let them change that child's diaper. You better never let them give that baby a bath forever. Why? Because they don't really want to bathe the baby. They don't really want to change the diaper. They want to see your baby naked. Do you understand? There are people that work in the healthcare field, right? You got to, not even the healthcare field, your grandmother, your grandfather, they're going to need their diapers changed as well. They're a near family member. And you're going to have to change your father's diaper, your grandfather's diaper, your grandmother's diaper. You'll have to get in there, get them up off that seat, pull their pants down so they can go to the bathroom. You'll have to do it. That's lawful because you're not doing it to see their nakedness. You're doing it to help an old person go to the bathroom. So you're able to do it. But there are absolutely some people. I just saw a story that Ephraim gave me coming down here. Some filthy white man is having sex with the old people in the old folks' home. Sitting there, and they got him on. They were smart enough to put cameras in that old folks' home. Thank the Lord for that. They got cameras up in the damn ceiling he didn't know about. The woman is laying in the bed. He's supposed to be in there changing her diaper, putting her on the bedpan. Instead, he's in there on top of the woman humping. In God's kingdom, he'd have his head chopped off. In this kingdom, he's going to jail. All right, that's the difference, sister. It's sexual in nature. Absolutely. Is there anything else?
Sir.
I'm assuming that answered your question. Was that right? Solid. Next.
So you have a question from ISUPK Syracuse, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Shalom, Lord in Christ. Salakia, Alawat. A sister would like a breakdown of Matthew chapter 8, verses 28 and 29.
Mm-hmm.
Sir. Matthew chapter 28. Salakia. Matthew chapter 8, verse 28 and 29.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergenes,
good enough.
There met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee? Jesus.
He wants just a general breakdown of this.
Sir.
This is Jesus Christ casting demons out of two homeless people. If you're in the UPK, you're going to be at camp, and you're absolutely going to encounter a lunatic, crazy homeless man. This is really commonly done in the UPK. Well, this is Jesus Christ going through the same thing. He's out at camp, he's speaking, and there are two people that live in the tombs. What are the tombs? A graveyard. They sleep in the graveyard at night. There are so many people in cities all around America, Memphis, California, especially Arizona, especially Atlanta, especially where they have a large homeless population. What you might not realize with homeless populations is so many of them are there, many of them by choice. They want to live outside. They don't want to live with their mother, their grandmother, their husbands, their wives. Their children, they don't want to live there because the demon refuses to live indoors. Being indoors feels like you're trapped. They need to be outside in the streets all night. They can't come in. They were like that during the time of Jesus Christ. And they lived in the tombs all night, howling and yelling the way you can go downtown Baltimore, downtown Atlanta, and see the same thing. All right, continue.
29. Behold, they cried.
They're screaming. Think about 1 billion camps you've been to. What do I have to do with? What are you doing out here? Why are you out here at 5 o'clock? What are y'all doing out here? Yeah, what am I doing out here? You live out here. You're asking me why the hell I'm out here. Why are you out here? I'm going home at the end of this. You live out here. They do that. It's ridiculous. They're mad because you out there. Like you in their living room. I mean, nigga, I'm trying to sleep. The hell are you doing in my living room yelling? Jesus Christ. Okay. What do we have to do with you? Meaning, why are you bothering us, Jesus Christ? We're out here in these tombs trying to get high, trying to talk to our friends. And yet you're out here bothering us. What do we have to do with you? Go ahead.
Jesus, thou Son of God.
Jesus, thou Son of God. And remember that, because so many of those homeless people, because their demons are so strong and the demon has absolute control over them, the demon knows who you are. He knows you. He knows why you're there. He knows what you're doing the way that someone with less demons would not know. But this man is completely controlled by a supernatural entity. And when he sees you, he knows you're here to fight him. And he wants you gone. Think about the schizophrenics you fight out there in Lexington and Market. They're yelling and screaming at you and yelling and you want to fight you. They know you're there to destroy them. And they want you gone. Continue.
Art thou come hither to torment us?
Have you come here to torment us? Is that why you're here? Why are you here bothering us? And they're yelling and they're screaming, stripping their clothes off many times. They strip naked out there, lose their minds. Keep going.
Torment us before the time.
Before what?
The time.
Before what?
The time.
Are you here to torment us before the time? Now, I'm trying not to give you the answer. Remember, they're a demon. Remember, they're in a person. And they have a certain amount of time to be in this person. But you're bothering them because you're trying to get them out of the person before it's time. What's the time? What's the time that you are allowed to bother this demon? When do they want you to bother them? When are they like, okay, you can bother us now? But they don't want you to bother them before this time. I'm going to give you a little bit. Let me try. Go ahead, warrior.
Like it says that when the person is actually like destroyed.
Give me another word for destroyed.
Overcame.
Give me another word for overcame, but just be very direct about it. Destroyed, overcome by a demon. Come on.
Possessed.
Destroyed, overcome by a demon. Be very direct about it. When would a demon say, okay, I'm ready to go? All right, Jesus.
Oh, Salai. Yes, sir, when he's done.
When he's done, be very direct about it.
Finished?
Huh?
When he's finished?
Be very, you see, he walking all around it. Like, come on, straight at it up. When would a demon say, all right, I'm done here. I'm ready for Jesus Christ to talk to me. What do you want to say, Jesus? I'm good to go here. I came and I did what I was supposed to do. Now I'm willing to leave because the person is destroyed, done, finished, dead. The point of the demon is to get your brother to kill himself. That's why he's there. He's there to say, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. Sheol is better than this. Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. Then one day you come around, you try to talk to your brother. You know what your brother tell you? Get with it. Don't bring that around here. I'm going to Sheol. I don't want to hear you. There'll be a time when the demon will be like, I'm ready to hear you. That's when your brother will be dead. You understand? That's how it works. A demon wants to finish his job up. He's sitting there by the command of his master, which is Shatan, which is sent there by his master, which is El Señor, Nuestros Dios, our God. So he's going to do his job, which is to kill your cousins, kill your brothers, kill your family. And here you are trying to kick him out before the person is dead. What's your problem? I'm sitting here to kill this man. I'm sitting here to kill this woman. I'm sitting here to make sure she gets AIDS, to make sure they commit suicide. Here you are trying to get rid of me before I've gotten them to kill themselves. You're wrong for this. This is wrong. Continue.
Verse 30. And there was a good way off from them and herd of many swine feeding.
Now, far away from them was a herd of swine feeding. Swine at that time, you know, in Texas is like that right now. You got wild pigs in Texas. Shout out to the 57th annual Passover. Oh, Captain Bishop, getting in the house. I see you, warrior. Getting it on. Out there in Texas, you go too far away from that BH ranch, you're liable to run into a herd of pigs. You can bring your guns out there. Not that I'm saying to do it. But there are herds of pigs. It's always been like that. You know, there's herds of pigs every goddamn where, far away, out in the Texas, out in the woods, out somewhere. Go ahead, warrior.
Gun on gun, sir.
The brother needs somebody right here. And okay, I'm sorry. Let me just make sure. Christ is battling this person who has a demon. Far away, there's a herd of pigs out. Just like herds of pigs wander all through Texas. Keep going. Captain, now your flock, get it on.
Oh, my God.
Do what? Go ahead.
Verse 31. So the devils besought him, saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine.
So the demon said, if you're going to kick us out of this man, put us in the herd of swine. That's the least you could do.
Right.
Because we have a job to do. Keep going.
Verse 32. And he said unto them, go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine.
Jesus Christ did it. He knew they had a job to do. He knew they worked for God. He knew they were sent there to do a job. He said, all right, go into the pigs. And Jesus Christ cast the demons out of this man, and he put the demons in a herd of pigs that were far away. Keep going.
Gun.
Joe Katam, give him a hand. Katam Gabar. Go ahead.
Gun. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea.
What did those pigs do once they had the same demons that one man had? Which lets you know, boy, how many demons you're living with. Ooh, you people in the world, you got an army, you got a legion inside of you. Because these demons were in one man. They left that man and went into a herd of pigs. What's a herd, Jesus? 30, 40, 20? They went into a herd of pigs, and these pigs, straightway, they didn't linger, they didn't meander, they straightway ran down a hill and committed suicide. You see what's happening with your brother? These pigs, once the demons that were in this man went into these pigs wanted to go to Sheol. They wanted to jump right in the water and die. That's what happened. Because anyone that wants to kill themselves, they have a herd of demons. So many of them, my God. They've been piling up inside of your brother since they were 6, 5, since the first trauma. The first time maybe you heard your parents argue. First time you saw something that a child should not see. That's when the demons start to come. The first time you need comfort for a child's mind to understand something that they should not have experienced, that they should not have seen. That's when the demon comes. That's when the first one comes. And more come. More come with each trauma. By the time you're in your 20s and 30s, you have a legion of demons in you. all of them are set to do one goal: to kill you, to get you to kill yourself. There are many ways to commit suicide. If you think you're any different because you're not just simply going to put a gun in your mouth, driving drunk is suicide. You know, I've seen some people drive drunk, brother. I wonder how they got the key in the damn ignition. You've seen that. Like, you go, my God, how did you get the key in the ignition? They do. You know how? Who can tell me how they get the key in the ignition? They can't walk straight. They can't find the key to put the key in the damn door. They can't get to the car, but they find a way to pull off. How? Anyone want to give it a shot? Warrior, microphone.
Demon is on that want to kill him.
The demon is like, boom. He's going to get to that ignition. He can't barely get to the car. He stumbles, falls to the car, crawls to the car, scrapes the car door, trying to. Well, he got the push button now. He pushes the button to get in the car. He gets in the car, falls asleep for an hour, boom, and pulls off. He can die. That's what the demon pushes him to do it. He has to do it. He's going to do it because he needs to die. There's so much behavior that you see in Baltimore. That behavior is suicide. It's suicide. Having sex with strangers is suicide. You're trying to die. You need to die. So you have sex with strangers, more and more risky sex. That's what Esau, the white man, called it, risky sex, right? You want to die. You need to be told you have HIV. If you don't have HIV, you'll keep going until you get it. You'll have to. You'll go and get involved in fights, with a gang you're not even in. You understand that? You're not even in the gang, but you'll need to kill. Why? Because you are suicidal. You're suicidal. You need to do it. Let me give you one that you know about. I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand because the whole room will raise their hand. Sisters, do you know a woman who's attracted to a man that will beat her? All right, don't raise your hand. Everybody knows this woman. He beats her. He beats the piss out of these women. What's his number? I know why you wanted his number. He blacked your eye. You wonder, damn, this sister can't stop going around this man who blacked her eye and broke her ribs. But boy, her love is deep. She has such a deep love for him. Right? I guess it's unconditional. Right? No. That's why. That's why she goes around. That's why she has F you. You no good nigga. She wants to be hit. She wants to be beat. She saw her mother get beat like this. She wants to be choked. Choked. Did she kill me? Kill me. She wants this because she wants to die. And you married her. Congratulations. That says something about you. That says that a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. You are the kind of man that beats women. You're the kind of man that makes a woman think that you might kill her. You're who she's looking for because she wants to die. This scripture explains life in Baltimore, what you've seen your entire life. Women that love a violent man, women that love it, men that look for reasons to kill and be killed. Find them out of nowhere. Find them when they don't exist. You look for them, find them. Road rage. Road rage in your car. Beeping the horn. Somebody's getting shot. Somebody's dying because someone wants to die. Jesus Christ said, nah, you won't kill my people. I'm casting you out. You'll have to kill pigs today. That's what happened here. Everyone understands. Anything else?
Another question.
Go ahead.
Can you give a general breakdown on when and to discipline children that are being disobedient? Are there any precepts I can refer to?
Well, of course, there are precepts about spare the rod, spoil the child. There are precepts about if you have a daughter, bow her neck while she is young. Bow her neck means teach her humility before she gets too old to learn humility. Okay? Those are precepts, but let me give it to you in a very simple way to understand it. You want to start very young with any corporal or physical discipline with a child. Why do you start young? Because it won't take much to make them cry. A little, that'll be all you need. A little pop on the backside. And most times, if they're young enough, simply scaring them will be enough. Don't you never. Before you know it, the child will look at the father and just stop. The child, before you know it, the mother will say, I'm going to tell your father. And that will be enough. If you can start early enough. If you wait until they're 13, let me give you something that I learned from Commanding General Yana years ago. Served me well. I think I've raised more children than the people in this room right now. I can't stop. Anyway, this is what you need. Remember this if you have children. 13 is coming. It is coming. The minute she is pregnant, 13 is coming. It's on its way. And 13 is the age of adolescent rebellion. It's the age of puberty. It's the age of sexual awareness. 13 is coming. You prepare for 13 at 2, at 4, at 5. Prepare for it. Because trying to discipline them at 13, you're not going to be able to because you got to break their jaw. You understand? So you can't. So now you're trying to raise some kid at 13 trying to say, listen, get in the house. No. You understand? That's what's coming. They're not coming in. A 13-year-old boy, brother, a 13-year-old black or Hispanic boy is what every neighborhood is terrified of. A 13-year-old boy. You know how many people he's going to kill at 13, 14 years old? The police are having meetings about 14-year-old black and Hispanic children. They're having meetings about them. Here you are trying to beat him. You're a little late for that, Art. You're going to need the police at 13, at 14. This cat is a menace by then. But at 2, stop. Stop that. 2 years old, 4 years old. Stop. Don't you. You just do that. Just. You better do something. Why? Because 13 is coming. A girl, whoop. You don't want that. A little fresh mouth, little heifer that you got over there in that house with you. Oh, you better do something about it at 2, at 4, because 13, guess what? She has boys that like her, and you don't have a man. And there are boys that like her, and she likes them, and she ain't listening to you, and she has breasts, and now she's a woman. And now you're fighting with an enemy in that house. You better get started at 4. Watch your mouth. Sit like this, walk like this, wear your dress like this, cross your legs like this. 5 years old. You better start. So you're asking when? Early. Early when you see it early. When you see it early, start then. Because there comes a time you're going to need the police. That's where this is going. You're going to either try to beat them, and guess what? That kid is going to call the cops. Or you're going to say, this child is going to break my arm in this house. Knock the woman down. Push it right down in the kitchen. Push her straight down. I'm not listening to you. Curse the woman out. Curse the mother out. Who am I? Am I talking about something y'all don't know? Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. You better start early. 13 is coming. Anything else?
Oh, gone, sir. I have another question. Says, with your grace, sir, could you break down Joel chapter 3, verse 3 and 3, verse 8, Bible Kashab?
Absolutely. Captain Mashak, the brothers that came in, y'all have questions that I can answer for you, let me know. I know you came in late, let me know, and I'll do them for you before you wrap it, all right? Anything else? Go ahead, please, break it down, please.
Sir. Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and I have given a boy for an harlot.
Yeah.
And sold a girl for wine, that they may drink.
Yeah, this is a very, I'm sorry, you know what? You're right on time, brother. I appreciate you. Well, this is a very important precept for Baltimore. My topic tonight is, where is your zeal? Let me tell you, as many years as Commander General Yohana has been coming down to Baltimore, every city has a spirit. If you travel enough, you'll see it, you'll notice it. And there has always been a spirit in Baltimore. It's like a specific, it's a special spirit where when you're here, you know this lives here. And there's a spirit in Baltimore that is the spirit of life strip of your zeal, of your ability to wait. Baltimore is a city that has quit. Just think about that, where you just say, I give up, I quit, which is the situation with your brothers. It's like it's here. It's something. It's the bed of trouble here. It's a spirit of depression here, and it has been here since the 60s. It's been here since probably right after Martin Luther King and the riots and the marches. Since heroin came over here through that Baltimore harbor that destroyed this city. This city is has a spirit of losers, of people who quit. And it is so absolutely powerful of you brothers in the UPK who have fought that spirit and give you that. You fought. You have had victory over death. Because there is a demon in this city that destroys men and women, and it makes you quit without ever trying. That's what's here. This precept explains why you quit. The spirit you see on your elderly, on your senior citizens, on the people, your elders. The spirit you see on everybody. Everyone has it. It's a spirit of, I give up. I'm done. I can't fight. This is why. Read the precept from the top.
Go ahead.
Joel
chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
They have, you know what casting lots is? Lots are the symbol of the chosen people of God, the Haitians. Lots are dice. They treated a people like they were a possession here in this city. They weren't people. They weren't something that had value, something that you had to honor because it was human life from God. It was something to buy and sell, something to gamble with. And that's what happened in Baltimore. They treated the children of God, they've casted lots for you. Like you would bet, for money. They would roll the dice. You win these Negroes. You win these Latinos. You were just objects. You were nothing. And this city has treated you like you were nothing since the 50s or before. Right? And this gives you a self-awareness that makes you think you're nothing. You think you're garbage. You think you're destined to be a drunk and an alcoholic and a drug addict and a whore and a drug dealer because that is how you were treated here. And it is extremely difficult not to treat yourself with contempt when other people have. It is hard to do it because before you know it, you believe what other people say about you. You believe how other people treat you is what you are. And that is what has happened in Baltimore. And Baltimore is such a famously destroyed city. Famous for being a place that accepts drug addiction, that accepts death, and you do not fight here. And what you are doing here is vencer al muerte. You are having victory over death. This is where the death comes from. Someone a long time ago said, You're garbage. You lose. You can have it. I win. I'll take it. And it just went on and on and on until you believed it about yourself. Continue.
Sir. And have given a boy for an harlot.
And have done what?
Given a boy for an harlot.
Have done what?
Given a boy for a harlot.
So here we go. You're wondering why there's gang violence in the city, right? Because they gave a boy for a harlot. Think of an economic exchange. $100 might get me a sheep. $1,500 might get me a cow, which means what? $1,500 is equal to a cow. How much of those lambs that slaughter? We got slaughter of the lamb this year, right? That's coming out. $350, right? $400 get you a lamb, which means $400, $300 is equal to a lamb. Well, what is a boy equal to in Baltimore? A whore. They're exchangeable. They're the same. You could have sex with both of them, right? You can molest both of them. The preacher can. Your mother's boyfriends can, right? Your mother sells you when she's on drugs. She sells you to some man that comes over to the house, right? She does that. It's hard to think you're better than that when that happened to you. If you're strong, you might just go out and kill anyone that thinks you're a joke, that thinks they can violate you. It's better than accepting it. I pray you understand that. It's better than accepting it. A boy is sold for a harlot. So what does a boy think he is? He thinks he's a whore. He thinks he's someone that people can have sex with. So he becomes one of the many, the vast gay community you have in the DMV area. Lord knows you got enough of them down here. You might want to ask yourself why. You might want to wonder why Atlanta, the DMV area, has so many gay people. Is it something in the water? No, it's not. It's not. It's something in the house, something in the church, right? A boy is a prostitute, something you can have sex with. And let me tell you something else. When you destroy women, and Baltimore women are destroyed. They're absolutely destroyed. And when you destroy women, you create a crop of children you can molest. A crop of them. Because she's so wiped out and destroyed, and she was molested, and you absolutely can't molest her children. She's going to do what her mother did, isn't she? She'll do the same thing. What did her mom do? She'll do that. A boy is like a harlot, something you have sex with. Keep going.
Oh my God. And sold a girl for wine.
And sold a girl for wine. $400 get you a lamb at the feet at the slaughter of the lamb. What's a girl? A bottle of wine. That's all she's. Women, I'm telling you, some already know. You know this. They think they're nothing. They think they're garbage. Why? Because that is how they were treated. From how old? Shit. Come on.
Like it's at birth.
From oh boy. I mean, you could start at birth. They don't get breastfed.
Oh.
They don't get breastfed because the mom gives the baby to the grandmother, right? What age were you going to give me next?
13.
From 13. Right? From 13, that's when now she becomes, you know what a girl becomes at 13? A sexual competitor to their mother. Your breasts start to get a little too big for your mom, right? You know, you think you're something now that you're bleeding. Your mom starts to bring that up. You hear on the phone to her friend, this bitch thinks she's something because she bleeding now. She thinks she's something. Yeah, that's what happened. What does she think she is? Something for men to have pleasure with. So many women think they are nothing but sexual objects. That's all they are, which is what a bottle of wine is. A bottle of wine is something for pleasure. You get it? You drink it. I had a good time. Women think they are that in Baltimore. They think they are this. They think they're a glass of scotch. Just something to have All women think they are is sexual objects. They're nothing but that. They don't put any care into anything else about their personality but sex. They make sure they dress sexual, show you their breasts, show you that they will have sex with you. The internet is just disgusting with it. With women just making sure you know that they are easy to have sex with. That's what their mother taught them. Right? They're a bottle of wine. What does it mean when it says they're a bottle of wine? They're a object of pleasure. They're not thinkers. They're not school teachers. They're not doctors. They're not lawyers. They're not educators. They're not people that think. They are a vagina and breast, and that's it. And so many of you don't want anything else. Just remember, their mother's boyfriend didn't want anything else either. When you take advantage of a woman for her sex, just remember who paved the way for you. That's all. You like strippers, don't you? Just remember who softened her up until you could get there. Her father, her uncle, her mother's boyfriends. That should sicken you. If it doesn't, you're just like them. And one day, General Yohana will allow me to be free in here. One day. I've been waiting for it for 30 years, but one day he'll cut me loose like the angels in the Euphrates, and I'll be able to destroy in this school until I am satisfied. You don't want to bring women in this school simply because you had sex with them, simply because you just got horny, and now you had sex with this woman, and now she's in here, and now that's all you care about is having sex. It just tells me that you've been molested, and all you want is another woman who's been through the same thing. That's all that tells me. You want to marry a woman and bring a woman in here that you have fixed and waited upon and healed. Or else, why have you even touched her? Why have you touched her in a sexual way? When you know she's broken, did you take advantage of the fact that she was molested? Is that what you were looking for? Were you looking for a woman that was molested? I'm going to find out. And one day I'll be free. Anything else?
Con, sir. That ye might drink.
That you might what?
Drink.
That's all you care about, right? You just needed to come. Is that it?
Con, sir. Then she's like, so the question also had verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Joel chapter 3, verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah.
Yeah.
And they shall sell them to beans. Salakia, sir. Sabians.
Meaning your children are going into slavery. That's what you're reading about. You missed a word in there, but that's the same thing. Your children are going into slavery, and this slavery will go on and on and on until this current day. The chains are removed, but the wound is open. And that's why your women are the way they are. That's why your sons are the way they are. What you're doing is God's work in here. Heal those wounds.
Online.
Am I done? Mashak?
Question Deuteronomy 16 and 16.
Please.
3 times a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. And they shall not appear before the Lord empty. So there's a few questions that includes. The first one, the unleavened bread, is that equal to the Passover? It's the same thing.
Is it equal? Yes. If you mean, is it part of that time where you must fight to do it? Yes.
If I'm breaking this down, I would say this would also include the Passover.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and that's the point.
And then when it say all thy males appear before the Lord, if you could break that one down.
Your sons. That's what you read. All your males, meaning you have to pass this down to your children.
Come on.
That's the point. You mean if you're doing this, you must pass this down to the children. The Passover, Rock, is so extremely important because the Passover has to be fought for.
Right.
Right. The Passover is a thing that does not exist without fighting for it, which is why it is absolutely unlawful to celebrate the Passover at home by yourself. Celebrating the Passover at home by yourself is killing the Passover. It kills it, right? Is Christmas celebrated at home by yourself? Yes. Yeah. Every house is celebrating Christmas. Every house is celebrating Thanksgiving. Right? Was it always like that? If you know history? No, it was not. There was a time, brother, when the Christmas tree was not in your house. It was in the town square, and it was 30 feet tall. And whoever did not celebrate Christmas, their heads were hung from that tree. Thanksgiving was celebrated by the gun. You were going to do it or you were dead.
Right.
Then after a while, they stopped killing you because everyone celebrated Christmas. Everyone celebrated Thanksgiving. Everyone celebrated Halloween. Why is Halloween and Thanksgiving celebrated at home? Anyone want to know? It's a simple answer. Just think about it. Mashak?
Well, it was the easiest thing to do?
No, not because it was the easiest thing to do, because they won. They won. There's no press to celebrate Christmas. Your children are going to press you to celebrate Christmas.
Right. Absolutely.
There's nobody forcing you to celebrate Christmas. But at one time, when Christmas was unlawful, when Christmas was pagan, they cut your head off and you celebrated Christmas. Then what happened over time? Everyone accepted it because no one wanted to die.
Come on.
Now they celebrate Christmas at their house.
Right.
Everyone is doing it because they won. Have we won?
La.
We have not won.
La.
We have to fight for the Passover.
Right.
You cannot celebrate the Passover at home, cooking up a hamburger with you and your kids. No one is going to celebrate the Passover. The Passover must be fought for because we have not won.
Come on.
Christmas has won. Thanksgiving has won. They've won. We haven't. Of course, you know this is in the Bible. I don't know if you know that's what I do all the time. I'm telling you a precept. I was going to bring it out in Houston. It's in the Bible saying what I just said.
Right.
You're going to have to fight for the Passover. You're going to have to fight for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. What was the other one?
Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks.
What is that one?
That's the first fruits.
First fruits. You're going to have to fight for them. No one is going to want to do that.
Right.
They're going to want to worship, the harvest God. What's the God around that time of first fruits? I think that's Thanksgiving. Am I wrong? When is that holiday? When is that so-called holiday around? Say again. That's the Easter.
Easter. It's after. On June or
June. That's the harvest. With the first fruits.
Come on.
It's probably associated with Easter in some way because now it's the first fruits. Is the springtime, the flowers.
Come on.
You don't have to fight for Easter, brother.
Right.
They won. Your children are going to come home every day with an Easter picture.
Right.
You're going to say, "What's this? Is this a bunny?" Easter don't have to be fought for.
Come on.
The Passover must be won. You're going to have to fight for it. If you're celebrating the Passover at home, you're the reason there is no Passover.
Come on.
You're the reason. You cannot do it. If you do it, I'm going to find out about it. That's all.
Right.
I found out every year about some person that thinks, well, I can sit home and celebrate the Passover and still be in the Israelite School of UPK. I'm getting you out of here if I have to cry. I'm kicking you out the school if I have to apologize later. Do you understand?
Come.
You're gone. You're disappearing out of here. I'm going to have you in a purple shirt and a tambourine in a week.
Right.
We're fighting for the Passover in here. And can you imagine someone staying home while you're fighting? Nigga, we're getting in that Donald Trump line in the airport. We're driving what? A week? I don't know how long. How long are you driving? A week? Are you going to sit next to someone in class that said the lines are too long at the airport, the drive is too long. Let me just sit with my children in the Shabbat Shalom house and eat a lamb hoagie, eat a lamb sandwich.
Okay.
And what? Be with me?
Right.
No, you will not. How do you look in purple?
I ain't trying to find out.
I don't think you want
trying to find out.
Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see if purple is your color. After that, anything else, Mashak?
Yes, sir. The Bible will say, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty.
Mm-hmm.
Passover fee. I can use that.
Shalom, it ain't free.
The water.
Right, you're gonna have listen, you come up in here, you coming up here to feed people, to help people. You're not gonna walk in there with nothing.
Right.
You're gonna go in there like this is important. You're gonna treat this like this is important. That's what you would do. And it's hard to understand because we're poor. But let me give you a concept from the middle class and from rich people. They would never walk into any dinner without bringing something. That's something I know you don't know what in the hell I'm talking about because you walk into a house hoping to beg for food. But if you had money, this is what you would do. If someone invited you to a dinner, you would never show up empty-handed, ever. You'd have a bottle of wine, some bread, or something if you walked into someone's house that invited you for dinner. You wouldn't come in there empty-handed. Right. You're not coming to the Passover empty-handed. What do you think? This is nothing? You think this is garbage? The Bible says if you bring defiled bread to the altar, you are saying that the altar is defiled. If you're going to come to this altar with bread, it's the best bread. Right. Or else what in the hell are you saying? You saying this is not where the good bread goes?
Right.
What do you save your money for? Your drugs? Your whores? Your prostitutes, your alcohol, your whatever filth that you spend your money on? No. That's not going to happen in here, Rob. You're going to bring something in here because this matters. You're going to treat this like this matters, and your sons will treat this like this matters, and your daughters will treat this like this matters, or else we're going to treat you like you don't matter. Everyone understands? All right. Anything else?
Yes, sir. We have another question from. We have another question from Pasha Banyahawada. He says, Salakia, sir, can you break down Ecclesiasticus chapter 31, verse 17 to 19?
Please.
Ecclesiasticus, verse 31. Salakia, chapter 31, verse 17. Leave off first for manners' sake, and be not unstable, lest thou offend.
This is about, go up above it, I'll explain. This is going into what I just was talking about. Give me 2 verses above it.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 31, verse 15. Judge not thy neighbor by thyself, and be discreet in every point.
Keep going.
Verse 16. Eat as it becometh a man.
So this is talking about proper etiquette when you're invited to a dinner. This is exactly what I was just talking about. So you're not going to judge your neighbor by yourself. You're at a dinner. Imagine you're going to be at a dinner in Texas. You're going to be eating. Women, you need to understand this because you're going to go to Texas and you're going to want to hate your husband's other wives, hate other women at the Passover. Why? Because of your mother. And you're going to want to make women your enemies because it's competition in a woman who has low confidence or a woman that is not confident. Women who have low self-esteem are very mean to other women because your self-esteem is low. So you don't just feel good about yourself. So you have to belittle other women because you feel bad about yourself. So because of that, because you have flaws in yourself that you always think about, you highlight flaws in other women. You're going to try to do that at the Passover. Then I'm going to put you in a purple dress and get you the hell out of here because you are not going to be mean to women at the Passover. Do you understand? Say again? You're going to be gracious. You're going to behave yourself like a duchess or a lady at the Passover. You're not going to gossip. You're not going to say, oh, look at how she's dressed. Oh, who's she here with? What is she doing? If you're doing that, I'm going to have security kick you out of the Passover. Do you understand? Why? Because this is a place of grace and of sophistication and class and sagacity and wit. You're going to have to be a woman of high standards. This is telling you how to behave at a fine dinner, at a dinner of aristocrats, of British nobility. Think like that. You're going to behave like that at the Passover. So that's the topic that we're on right now. Go ahead and read it again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 31, verse 16. Eat as it becometh a man.
Eat as it becometh a man. Keep going.
Those things which are set before thee.
Keep going.
And devour no.
Say it again.
And devour no.
Keep going.
Lest thou be hated.
Meaning this. You're going to eat as it becometh a man. Meaning what? You're going to eat like I'm sorry, fix this here. I'm You're not going to come to the Passover and be a greedy, disgusting pig. You're not going to go to Are you done with that? You going to eat that? Don't do that here, Rock. Would a duke do that? Would the Earl of Baltimore do that? Which is the actual person that used to live. Okay, don't do that. You're going to eat like it becomes you, meaning you're at the dinner. What becomes a man at dinner? Who knows? You know what becomes a man? Would you like some more? Please, would you like some more? Have the children eaten? You know, something that drives me crazy that I hate to bring up. I always say that, but I don't mean that. As people say. I try to not say it because it's not true. I want to say it. Okay, if you're one of those, the big piece of chicken is mine, brothers. Is that you? Raise your hand if you the big piece of chicken is mine, brothers. Okay.
I'll do it for you.
Oh, Mashak, he's being gracious. You see, that's how gracious he is. For you. Mashak, that was an aristocrat thing to do. That was a noble thing to do. Why didn't y'all niggas do it? Salakia, Mashak. Yes, Mashak. If you in the house and you like, I'm the man, get the big piece of chicken. Which means what? The baby can't have any chicken. The wife, she can't have a damn piece. She cooked it. She can't have a damn piece of chicken. Why? Because I'm the man. And I must eat the biggest, the breastiest of breastises. With the wing on it. You want the breast. You need the breast with the wing all attached. Because you a man. Let me give you what becomes a man. Daddy, there's one big giant piece of chicken. Baby girls, that's okay. Y'all cut that up and eat that yourself. I'm good to go with whatever's left. Oh my God, now that becomes a man. Getting the biggest piece of chicken and you eating it is not becoming. It makes you look like a selfish pig when in actuality, because you're the biggest person, you're the one that doesn't need to eat. Do you know that about being big? Being big means I don't have to eat because I'm big. Do you understand? They're little, which means they actually have to eat. I don't need to eat that. I'm so big. They're little, which means that's all we got. Eat it. You sure, Daddy? Of course. Eat that. Oh, now everyone will look at you like you're a man. Now, you go to a dinner, you act like that. You're not greedy like a pig when you're bigger than everyone else, but you have to have the most food, even though you're the one that could eat the least because you're so big already. Do something that becomes you, that beautifies manliness, which is generosity. Generosity beautifies a man, not greed. Continue.
Verse 17. Leave off first for manners' sake.
Leave off first for manners' sake. What am I going to do? For manners' sake, I'm done. You can have it. Feed the children. Feed the other people. I'm good. I'm fine. Why? For manners. Manners make the man, young brothers. You need manners. The Passover is where everyone will see your manners, how you behave. Are you going to be a drunk? We have to throw out the Passover. Now we know who you are. Are you going to smoke weed at the Passover? You smokers out there, how are you going to make it? Because they're going to catch you smoking at the Passover. You whores out there, you want to come to the Passover, you're going to want to whore at the Passover. You're going to be found out. Captain Shamawa is going to send some brother down there to toss you in the street. You can't smoke at the Passover. You can't behave yourself impolite at the Passover. That's what this precept is about. Continue.
And be not insatiable, lest thou offend.
Be not insatiable. Do you know what insatiable means? Greedy. Insatiable or satiated means satisfied. Insatiable means you're never satisfied. You have to just drink until you vomit. You have to eat until everything is gone and the children are hungry. You have to have sex with every woman. You go to the Passover, you're pushing up on brothers' wives. Lord have mercy. It's a terrible thing. Half of them are married to Tazaryak anyway. You want him coming down on you? You don't want that? He's in good with General Yohanan. Okay. He's in real good with General Yohanan. Just assume half the women are his. I'm, of course, giving him a hard time. All right. I think I have more wives, but mind your business. Who asked you? The point I'm trying to make is behave yourself. Have some manners. Act like you've had enough. Act like you've had enough food. You've had enough liquor. You don't have to eat and drink and have sex with every damn thing. This is a proper dinner for proper people. Continue.
Lest thou offend.
You get that. Keep going. Is that it?
A slight, you said. It was 18.
Where are we at?
17.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. When thou sittest among many, reach not thy hand out first.
I think that's the point it's making. You're sitting among many people. All right, let me get that. Now, I'll take the biggest chicken breast / wing breast combo. I'll take all the liquor. I'll drink up everything. I'll have every woman that's there. Come on, man. You're not invited next year. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have to raise yourself above your station in life. You're going to just up out of the dust. Oh, daughter of Jerusalem. Everyone is looking at you to see how you behave. You think they're not? They are. Everyone is. People that are all around the country that know your Facebook profile. They say, oh, I know that sister. They're watching you. Oh, I know that brother. They're looking at you. And they're going to see that you're a pig. They're going to see that you're drunk at the all-black party, pushing up on other brothers' wives, acting disgusting. You're going to get a reputation that is true. Behave yourself in a way that becomes a man. Anything else? About becoming is like that beautifies. The term becoming means beautifies. So what makes manliness beautiful? Generosity, restraint, kindness, not greed. Continue.
Sir. Verse 19, a very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
Come on now. I don't need much. I got a little bit of liquor here, a little bit of wine here. You got to drink you done stole somebody's liquor. That's what you're going to do at the Airbnb? Huh? You're getting in the Airbnb, you're fighting in there. Why? Because officer so-and-so stole your liquor, stole your bottle. You brung a hoe you brung some whore that you met in Houston to the Airbnb. Before you know it, trooper so-and-so is having sex with her. Now it was a whole fight, a whole argument about this slut. brothers, a very little is acceptable to a man well nourished. Is this your first meal? You hungry at home? Is that why you come and eat everything and take everything at the Passover because you get no food? You get no drink anywhere else? Tell us. We'll feed you. Commander General Yahada will make sure you have food at home. You don't have to come to the Passover and steal from every brother at the Passover and then have some brother come over there and knock all the teeth out of your mouth. Allegedly, that's what they say happens. I don't know anything about it. After it happens and I tell them to do it. Keep going. Mashak, we had a little time out there in the UK, didn't you and I? With a disobedient fool in the world out there. I was thinking about that yesterday. That was a good day. Give Mashak a hand. So lucky, Mashak. All right, go ahead. Say again? I know. Leave Mashak alone. You ever saw the movie Goodfellas? You ever see the movie Goodfellas when they stomping on that cat in Goodfellas in the bar? Give him a shocker hand. Yeah. Now shut your mouth about it after this. That's right. Mind your business. Anything else? Keep going, Mashak. This brother here gave me more liquor. I told him to stop. It's all right. It ain't your fault. Like it's clearly my fault. I apologize. All right, go ahead.
Got on con, sir. And he fetched not his wind short upon his bed.
Say that one more time.
Got on con, sir. And he fetched not his wind short upon his bed.
And he fetched not his wind short. I can't understand that quite. Read it one more time slowly. One verse above it.
Let me read it from the top, sir.
Please.
Got on con. Ecclesiasticus 31, verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
Mm-hmm.
And he fetched not his wind short upon his bed.
And he fetched not his wind short upon his bed. I got to read it one more time. Let me catch up with you. I can't see it. Where are we at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 31, verse 19, sir.
Stand by. Any other questions after this?
One more.
Oh, it was in there. Ecclesiasticus.
I'm
sorry. Stand by. Yeah. You got the breakdown on the cabal. I got to pull it up. I got it in my phone right here. It's all right. I'm sorry. Say it. Stay with me 1 second. Babidi. Okay, where are we at again?
Sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 31, verse 19, sir.
Ecclesiasticus. Stand by. Ecclesiasticus 31.
Sir.
And what?
19, sir.
The end of 19. 1 second. Un momento. I got you. Okay, go ahead and read it from the top of 19.
Sir. Verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
Mm-hmm.
And he fetched not his wind short upon his bed.
He fetched not his wind short means that he gets a good sleep, as opposed to getting a short sleep, meaning he can't sleep. He can't. The reason you can't sleep is because you're so greedy. So now you can't even sleep at night because you're so greedy. But if you are a well-nourished man and a well-disciplined man, keep reading.
Verse 20. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
You see that? Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. You're not constantly so goddamn greedy, and people will notice it at dinners. You'll go to dinners with somebody and they'll go, God damn, can the kids eat something? The kids can't get anything. The women are starving to death because you're taking everything. Why? Because you're the man, I guess. So since you're the man, you're eating all the big pieces of chicken. Everything has to come through your plate first. The kids got to starve because you have to eat. The brothers can't get any liquor because you're drinking it all. You're disgusting and a vile pig, and we're going to see it at the Passover. So what are you going to do at the Passover? You're going to be generous, kind, Paul talked about this too. If you're just here to eat at home. Paul said that. Give me that last precept in 1 Corinthians, I think 5. Any more questions?
Last.
I'm sorry, Mashak. Oh, go ahead, please. Go ahead, Mashak. Give the microphone to Mashak, please.
Just a short that's right. Let's see somebody else.
Mike, they can't hear you online, Mashak Salaki.
Let's say somebody like Monday, they went to a funeral. Sister went to a funeral on a Monday. And then her cycle comes on a Thursday. Her uncleanness expires at the end of the 7 days from the cycle. It's not conflated with from being unclean from the funeral.
Okay, boy, I'm jammed up now, Mashak. Break it down one more time.
Okay, let's say she go to a funeral Monday.
She had a funeral on Monday.
Right. So now
then, she's clean Monday, the next Monday. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
She's clean. So sundown Sunday, she's clean.
She's clean.
Okay, go ahead.
Then Thursday after the Monday the funeral, still within the uncleanness time, she's on her cycle.
After. Oh, she gets on a cycle.
Yeah, in the same week.
She gets on a cycle, and I'm going to get all the way confused. She went to a funeral.
And she's unclean from the funeral from the Monday.
So damn, let's push that to the side.
Right.
She's clean now, Monday.
No, she ain't clean. It's within the same week.
She's unclean the same week as Monday.
Yes. The cycle comes
let me get
3 days later.
Here. Hold on, he got something to say. Go, give him the microphone. Go ahead.
I'm offended if you're on the
I understand, brother.
I think that's a July Benjamin, I think.
I don't know.
All right, sit down.
Go ahead.
She goes to the funeral on Monday.
Go ahead.
So she have a 7-day period to be clean. But within that 7 day.
In the middle of the 7th.
Right.
What day of the 7th?
On Thursday, she comes on.
She would be clean Monday, but then she gets her period on Thursday.
No, she goes to the funeral on Monday.
Uh-huh.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
But he was saying during that period of her not trying to be clean, but she'll be clean after the 7 days in that middle of the 7th.
Okay, is she still bleeding on Monday?
Yes.
If she's bleeding, she's unclean.
Well, Salaki, I'm not regardless of if she's bleeding, because it's 7 days for the period. So if she gets the period
I got you.
On these
Thursday, so she starts to bleed on Thursday. Then she is clean Thursday.
To what?
That's it. So they gotta forget about the
funeral.
Just she bled on Thursday, so she's clean next Thursday. The funeral thing is what's jamming you up. Just forget it. Throw it away. It's irrelevant to the question. What's relevant is her period came on Thursday. She's clean Thursday. Now, remember the unclean laws are a quarantine. So it doesn't mean she can't come to Houston. It doesn't mean she can't come to many things, but it means she's under quarantine. It means she has to keep her distance. You get my point. Just remember that with the unclean laws. It's distance, and she can't come into the sanctuary, right? She can't come into the sanctuary, and for things that are not the sanctuary, she has to keep a COVID distance because whoever she touches would be unclean. Good to go? All right. Anything else? Microphone, please.
If she touches you, you say you're unclean, right?
Touches you, you're unclean.
But
now you got to look up and what does it say about when you're unclean? If a woman touches you on their uncleanness, sometimes it's the
nightfall.
Night.
Yeah, I was gonna say
sundown.
Sundown, right?
You can read it. Sometimes it'll say it. I believe that's the sundown. Okay. Until the sundown, you're unclean because she touched you.
Okay.
The whole thing is about transmitting disease. On the way over here in the car, brother, before I got in the car, they said that tuberculosis is back. Tuberculosis has been gone for 30 years. Tuberculosis is back. You know what else is back? The black bubonic plague of Europe is back. Why? Because Donald Trump is an idiot. So now diseases that were gone, and tuberculosis has flu symptoms. So people are going to have the flu, but you actually have tuberculosis that was gone. Why? Because Donald Trump is ignorant and he's afraid of what they called in the Boston Herald in the 1800s a slave Negro cure, which is vaccinations. which the Boston Herald called a slave Negro cure that white people should not accept, when that brother invented vaccinations and they said, don't do it because niggers created it. You can Google this. Everyone understands.
Well,
the plague is back. Tuberculosis is back. It's the same thing. She's unclean. She has liquids coming out of her, like liquids come out your nose. When you have a cough or sneeze, liquids come out of your mouth. Liquids are coming out of her vagina. Those liquids are how diseases transmit. The Bible gives us the way to not transmit diseases, the unclean laws of separation, or how we did not allow the bubonic plague to destroy our country, to destroy our land, tuberculosis to destroy our land. These unclean rules, all right? Distance when you are exuding fluids, distance. That's why they wore a mask. Why? Because when you cough, those droplets don't come out your mouth and in everybody's mouth. Those droplets don't get on everyone when you sneeze, right? A woman is unclean. She's covering her bottom parts, keeping them away from everybody because liquids are coming out of her nether regions. She doesn't want to transmit all types of illnesses during that time and make everybody else sick. Anything else?
Sir.
Good to go? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Warrior.
If I could, sir, can I get?
Mm-hmm.
His job is to unalive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the demon, if it walks the earth, like dry,
Mm-hmm.
why is it unalive? They need to live.
Well, I answered it earlier. Why do they unalive you when they need a place to live, but they unalive you? Young brother right here, give them the microphone.
I think I heard you say that they was ready to talk. They was
Say
ready
again?
I think I heard you say that they was ready to talk to Yahushua. They was ready.
They were ready, meaning they unalive the person because they're ready to talk to him.
Yeah, I thought you said like when they was
I
done,
did,
finished.
but you're kind of skating around. Why do they kill you when they're going to need a place to live after they kill you? I said this earlier as well. There's a reason that they kill you. I said it earlier. You want to give it a shot? Please have a seat, don't worry. No problem. Good answer. Give him my hand. You're close to it. Brother, right here, microphone. It's right in front of you.
Is it because they found where to go? Like they found a new hole?
They didn't find any place to go, but they're absolutely going to kill you because that is there. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, young warrior.
They kill you because that's what their job was.
Come get some money. This cat here, I don't know. Good job, brother, because that's the answer. You see, it's hard to understand when you're self-willed. Yeah, the demon is going to need a place to live after he kills you, but those are his orders to kill you. After he kills you, he finds someone else, but he's there to kill you, and he obeys. He's a soldier. He's there to make sure that no one that is unworthy gets a crown on their head. He's going to test you. Hopefully, he can kill you. Once he kills you, he'll be homeless. But he'll work hard and find someone else. It won't be long. He'll get someone else. He's pretty good at it. He'll find someone else, right? How far will he have to go? Your son? Isn't that what happens? Your father's dead because of drug addiction, right? Alcoholism. What does a son do? Father went to jail all your life. How far does a demon have to go before he finds a new victim? The next room? The room down the hall? He'll be all right. Don't sweat it. General Cabal? Shit. That's what it said. That's what it said. He'll just go to the room down the hall like in the same house. Get your kids. Right? You brothers that want to commit suicide, do your brothers have children?
Yes, constant.
Your brothers have sons?
Gone.
Well, you might want to tell your brothers what's going to happen after they kill themselves. Right?
Gone.
Yeah. You know. Anything else? Please, warrior. You got it.
Slaggy, sir. I brought this up in the other day in class, and I just wanted a little more in depth on this. In Genesis 20, the man's name was Abimelech, and he sent Abraham. I mean, Abraham said that Sarah was his sister, and Abimelech took Abraham's wife Sarah, and he didn't sleep with her, but he had Sarah, and then the Most High said, let me see, it's he said in verse, it's Genesis 20 verse 6, and it says, God said unto him in a dream, yeah, I know that thou did this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me, therefore I suffered thee not to touch her. So my question is that can the Most High prevent you from sinning if I guess if he knows the integrity of your heart?
You gotta skip up above it. Just read. What verse did you start at?
I started at Genesis 20 verse
Who are we
6.
talking about?
It was a man named Abimelech, and he took Sarah, because Abraham didn't say that Sarah was his wife.
I say Abraham lied about it being his wife. Go ahead.
And he took Sarah, I guess maybe because he was attracted to her.
Got you.
But he didn't sleep with her. But the Most High came to him in a dream at night and was like, you're a dead man.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I can actually read verse 3, Genesis 20 verse 3, but God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said unto him, behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, but Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
Yeah.
Verse 5, said he not unto me, she is my sister, and she herself said, he is my brother.
Mm-hmm.
In the integrity of my heart and in the innocency of my hands have I done this.
Yeah.
And the verse 6, and God said unto him in a dream, yeah, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from singing against me.
Yeah.
Therefore I suffered thee not to touch her.
Yeah. And your question is?
So can the Most High, due to the integrity of your integrity, withhold you from sinning against him?
Matthew 6 and 7, 7 and 6. Give me the Lord's Prayer. You know what that is?
Come, sir.
Yeah, he cannot. He absolutely can. What will you do when he tries? That's what you want to do. That's in the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
The Bible says, well, I'll let him get to it. Where's the Lord's Prayer at? 7 and 6 or 7 and 3?
Okay.
Matthew 6.
Matthew 6. And
This is what we pray for every day. The Most High absolutely can deliver me from temptation. He can do it if we want him to. You better ask yourself, do you want him to? Too many times you don't want him to. You don't want him to stop you from sinning. You want to sin. But in your integrity, if you pray for it in the UPK, we say this prayer at the end of every class, at the end of every high holy day. We're asking the Most High to deliver us from temptation, to stop us from committing a sin. We're asking for it. Give us a dream. Give us a nightmare that turns us from the path we're on. Show us. Let you go to class tonight. And as you're in class, the teacher says something that stops you from committing the sin that you are about to commit. Ask for it. That's why you come to class. You're in there, sitting in there, hoping that you might get the strength in class to not commit the sin that you are being tempted to commit. Ask for it. The Lord is merciful, brother. He might give it to you. Please read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 13. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us. Car break down before over there. Do something. Let me see a dream or a nightmare. A brother called me when I'm about to go there, and I don't go there. And then I sit there and go, Thawada, how about Shimmy Awashai? My car broke down. The brother said something in class that made me stop. I was about to do it. Oh my God. Thank you, Yahweh. Because I was going to do it like a pig getting back in the mud. And then he said something and I stopped. My car broke down and I stopped. I had a nightmare and I stopped. We're praying for that.
Okay.
We want that. And can the Lord do it? Yeah, he can.
The water.
Anything else? The water. Katham, you had something? Any other questions? Sister, please, you had your hand up? Microphone, please.
To piggyback on the uncleanliness, when a female is on their cycle and they sit on the toilet and then their husband sits after them and the husband leaves out already, but the sister doesn't tell their husband, that sin falls back on the sister, right?
Okay, don't think sin. Sin is the wrong way to think about the unclean laws. Think quarantine. That's all. You want to think like a quarantine. You're in a house, you have to live with each other because you're not, the Duke of Edinburgh, and you have 3 toilets and 5 toilets. So what you want to do if you're unclean is make a provision when you're on your monthly for your husband.
Okay.
Sit on the toilet. There's 1,000 things you can do. Give me something. What's those things you put on the toilet?
Okay. The cover, seat cover. So that will work too.
That works.
Come on.
There's all kinds of things that says I'm not going to transmit disease to my husband because my husband is going to class.
Come on.
So just think like COVID. If I have COVID, I give it to my husband. He said, that's how every disease spreads. That's how when you send your children to school, you know that everyone in the house is sick because your child goes to daycare or kindergarten and they come back from school with every manner of disease. And now everyone in the house is sick. So what you want to just think of is don't think sin. You're not sinning. You're not sinning because you're on your monthly. It's not a sin to be on your monthly. It's just a time when you are more likely to transmit disease, COVID, flu, things like that. You'll be a little careful.
Okay.
Just be careful around the house. You want to just give some little precaution, careful around the house so that your husband doesn't take, the flu. Think about it like you're trying to avoid him getting your cold. That's all. Just think that in your mind.
Okay.
I have a cold. I don't want him to catch it because if he catches it, he gives it to everybody in the UPK. When you do that, you're fine. That's it. It's not a sin. Good question. Give her a hand. All right. Anything else? We good to go here? Shaq, Ephraim, we done? Questions in Baltimore? Sisters, with that, I must him. You can call it. I believe it's you. Oh, please, I'm sorry. Be seated out here. Read this announcements. Go ahead. Stay at that thing. Sit down. Do I need to do councils tonight? Let me head in the back first. And you can do the security announcements. I'll be in the back just in case, all right?
These are the security announcements. We got to ask
Yeah.
These are the security announcements. We got an ISUPK coming out of One West. We got an ISUPK coming out of One West. 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brothers or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves in the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. To speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, if the brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he must give permission. brother or sister must give permission from the head to marry. Child, which is the commandment, you can find us in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew and it's pronounced Ma'ashah. 10% of any increase, of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get to the Treasury Department or teach it. Priest funds. We will offer for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. We had the Passover coming April 4th. Come to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, then he should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, pants, like black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're gonna get one credit to the teacher, and the Israel Mighty. Mighty Shabbat, Mighty Rock. Child. So we're gonna get one courtesy to the system. Stand. Mighty, mighty back, mighty rock. How? The child class dismissed.